Hello everyone, good evening and a very warm welcome. My name is Kriti and I am your chemistry expert, but आज हम chemistry पढ़ने नहीं आए हैं. In fact, आज हम कुछ भी पढ़ने नहीं आए हैं. Today we are going to have periodic test preparation for grade 7. Let's see how many 7th graders are there. Hey Karan, Rashi, Krishnajit, Harshini, Arnav, Varshu, Rashi, I hope you all are ready with the pen and paper क्योंकि आज आपका टेस्ट होने वाला है साइंस का. So grade 7 science test is going to happen today जहां पे आपके पास होने वाले हैं 30 questions. Good evening all of you. Yes, 30 questions and all. Hey Kamlesh, hi Shreya. Okay, before we get started, before I explain you कि आज होने क्या वाला है, first of all I want to know from all of you whether I'm perfectly audible, visible. Can you see these 30 questions written on the PPT? Everything is working fine. Yes? You can see the screen clearly, you can see me clearly. Give me loads of thumbs up if everything is working fine so that we get started. Yes, Arnav. Hi, Lamba. Hey, Purvi, Shahid. Oh, your science exam was today and some of you had your exam yesterday and some of you are going to have it tomorrow. तीनों यही possible cases थे, सब हो गए. Awesome, I can see loads of thumbs up in the chat. That means I'm perfectly audible, visible and we are good to get started. Okay, so first of all, a very warm welcome. For the ones who've just joined us for the first time, let me tell you what's going to happen today. We've taught you certain chapters and today आपका टेस्ट होने वाला है उन चैप्टर्स का. So 30 questions आपके पास होंगे, 10 questions फिजिक्स के, 10 questions केमिस्ट्री के and 10 questions बायो के. So this class is all about a very good question bank जो आपके पास रेडी होने वाला है. क्या एक्सपेक्ट करना है एग्जाम डे पे ये आज आपको पता चल जाएगा क्योंकि एग्जाम डे पे क्या होता है, साइंस एज अ होल टेस्ट होता है. ऐसे नहीं कि खाली केमिस्ट्री का है या खाली फिजिक्स का है या खाली बायोलॉजी का है. यू हैव अ साइंस टेस्ट एज अ होल. सो दिस क्लास, दिस सेशन, दिस आई वुड से 1 to 2 hours of your life is going to give you a fair idea कि क्या एक्सपेक्ट करना है एग्जाम डे पे जो आपकी नर्वसनेस उस टाइम पे रिड्यूस कर सकेगा. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. सो इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ वेरी यूजफुल क्लास फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू. Absolutely. I'll tell you the order. Don't worry about this. एक बार फटाफट से I want all of you to hit the like button for the session. एक बार जल्दी से हम like कर देंगे and then we'll get started. And let me tell you one thing. Grade 7 students, आज आपका साइंस का टेस्ट है. हो सकता है कि स्कूल में हो चुका हो, कल हो, परसों हो या नेक्स्ट वीक हो. In any of these cases, practice these questions. ये जो क्वेश्चंस हैं ये स्पेशली आपके लिए डिजाइन करे गए हैं, ये स्पेशली आपके लिए बनाए गए हैं ताकि आपकी प्रिपरेशन ऑन पॉइंट चले. तो उसके लिए बहुत जरूरी है कि आज नो मैटर कि एग्जाम हो गया है या अभी होना है, दोनों ही केसेस में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन से लेकर लास्ट क्वेश्चन तक इसको एक सीरियस एग्जाम की तरह लेके चलें ताकि जब एक्चुअल एग्जाम स्कूल में हो आप बिल्कुल भी ना घबराएं और बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स ला पाएं. A lot of you saying it's going to be day after tomorrow, right? Okay, Karan Preet has a very valid question. Are all questions of chemistry? So no बच्चा, chemistry के नहीं, science के 30 questions होने वाले हैं. 10 questions आपके होंगे chemistry के, 10 questions आपके होंगे biology के and 10 questions आपके होंगे physics के. So we'll start with chemistry. उसके बाद ऐश्वर्या मैम will be there and she has some amazing questions, amazing biology questions for all of you. And then Saurabh sir will be taking the physics part and let me tell you, बहुत ही interesting questions है जो सौरभ सर ने अपने यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन बैंक में प्लेस करे आप लोगों के लिए. तो एज अ होल ये क्लास बहुत ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेटिव होने वाली है, बहुत यूजफुल होने वाली है, साइंस में अच्छे मार्क्स लाने के लिए बहुत जरूरी होने वाली है. मेंटी नहीं होगा बच्चा. लेट मी जस्ट क्विकली टेल यू व्हाट्स गोइंग टू बी द जनरल रूटीन फॉर द क्लास. सो यू विल हैव, if there are 10 questions and all, so there are 10 questions and all, out of these 7 questions will be objective and 3 questions, they are going to be subjective. Just like your school exam. You will have a couple of objective questions and a couple of subjective questions. तो जो objective questions है उसके लिए poll आएगा chat में and you know what to do with the poll. Ma'am, is there poll? Yes, Prashanta. There is going to be poll. Yes, Prashanta. Poll is going to be there. बिल्कुल. So किससे start करने वाले हम? Let me just check how attentive are you people. I just told you हम किससे start करने वाले and I want to know from you. Yes, quickly. Yes, we'll get started with chemistry. And chemistry में आपके पास acids, bases and salts जो है चैप्टर आ रहा है सिलेबस में. ठीक है, एसिड्स बेसिस एंड सॉल्ट्स, बहुत ही कलरफुल चैप्टर, बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग चैप्टर. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर सुपर कॉन्फिडेंट अबाउट दिस चैप्टर? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू फील दैट मैम ये जो चैप्टर है ना, इसमें आप कितने भी ट्रिकी क्वेश्चंस दे दो, कितने भी कंफ्यूजिंग क्वेश्चंस दे दो, वी विल स्टिल गेट फुल मार्क्स, 10 out of 10. लेट्स सी. And you can also let me know if you find, this chapter very easy or very difficult, colorful or complicated, whatever your take is. Okay, Devik. Rashi, she's also going to have a session with you people soon. What? Do you find it complicated or you find it colorful? Colorful and cute? Oh, you remember the secret message. Oh, you really love all the confusing questions. You'll find a lot of confusing questions today. All right. I can see a lot of you saying, ma'am, it's colorful, it's cute. But let me tell you, it's confusing as well. So confused nahi hona hai, cute pe ruk jana hai. Let's see how well are you prepared for this test. So I wish all of you all the very best. Let's get started. Now before I display the first question over here on the screen, before that I want to know from all of you one very simple thing. So there are 10 chemistry questions. What is your estimated marks out of 10? क्या लगता है कि आपके 10 में से कितने आएंगे? So before starting I'm asking you your aim, कि आप कितने questions आपको लगता है आप सही करोगे, and towards the end I'll ask you कि आपका क्या score रहा है. ठीक है? Let's see how many confident students do we have here. Confident students, yes, a lot of them. 10, everybody's 9 or 10. This is what I can see in the chat. All right, done. So I'm fixing this. Towards the end, I'll ask you again. Just one last out. चलो, जब वो question आएगा वो तब करेंगे. ठीक है? चलिए, let's get started. I hope all of you hit the like button and I wish you all the very best. Poll बिल्कुल तैयार है first question के लिए with 4 options. Let's get started. They are going to be We'll give you 30 seconds for each and every question. So you have to be quick, you have to be accurate, you have to answer, बहुत अच्छे से करना है, exam की तरह. चलिए, waiting for your perfect responses. Let's get started. And let's have the first question on screen. Read all the options carefully. Which of the following is not an example of a neutralization reaction? Your time starts now. Adding phenolphthalein to sodium hydroxide solution, adding sodium hydroxide solution to nitric acid, adding acetic acid to lime water, adding lime water to sulfuric acid. Now the ones who are saying it's very colorful, yes, it is very colorful. And the ones who are saying it's very cute, yes, it's very cute. And for the ones who feel it's confusing as well, it is. But that's the main fun of this class. I want you to just remove all your confusions and be super confident. Confused नहीं रहना है, confident रहना है. ठीक है? तो चलिए फटाफट से try करेंगे इस question को. I can see, I'll give you another 30 seconds because I can see only 80 votes. You people are thinking अभी. Out of 110 students, I can see only 80 votes. You people are still thinking. It's okay. That's not a problem. Take another 15 seconds. Hey, by the way, what's your guess? क्या लगता है? पोल में कितने बच्चों का आंसर सही होगा? What do you think? Let's see. Last 3 seconds, everyone. 3, 2, and 1. Let's end it. 60% दिख रहा है, बहुत बच्चे कह रहे हैं. चलो देखते हैं. Let's end the poll. Let's see how many of you got the answer right. अरे, did the poll end before? Very accurate guess. Option A is the correct answer and 60% of you got the answer right. That means almost half. बहुत बच्चों ने गलत किया है, तो ये समझना बहुत जरूरी है इस क्वेश्चन को कि ये क्या हुआ इस क्वेश्चन में. Which of the following is not an example of a neutralization reaction? Not an example. Neutralization reaction क्या होता है? Acid plus base giving us salt and water. अब न्यूट्रलाइजेशन किस केस में नहीं हो रहा ये देखना था. एडिंग फिनोप्थलीन. फिनोप्थलीन क्या एक इंडिकेटर है. एक इंडिकेटर को आपने एक बेस में ऐड कर दिया, तो क्या ये न्यूट्रलाइजेशन रिएक्शन हुआ? नहीं हुआ. और यही तो बताना था. बाकी एग्जांपल्स देखते हैं एक बार. एडिंग NaOH. अब NaOH हमारा क्या है? बेस है. नाइट्रिक एसिड क्या है? एसिड है. इससे क्या हो जाएगा? सॉल्ट और वाटर बन जाएगा. कौन सा सॉल्ट बन जाएगा आपका? सोडियम नाइट्रेट प्लस वाटर. ठीक है, मैं आपको यहां पे फॉर्मूलाज भी साथ में बताती रहूंगी. NaNO3 बन रहा है, बट अगर आपको नहीं अभी कंफ्यूज होना तो जस्ट गो बाय द नेम्स. ठीक है. एडिंग एसिटिक एसिड. अब एसिटिक एसिड के तो नाम में ही एसिड है. लाइम वाटर, ये समझना था लाइम वाटर क्या होता है. लाइम वाटर इज कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. क्या होता है लाइम वाटर? कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. इट्स अ बेस. अगेन क्या बन जाएगा? कैल्शियम एसिटेट. कैल्शियम एसिटेट प्लस वाटर. नेक्स्ट देखते हैं. लाइम वाटर, वी नो इट्स अ बेस. सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड, वी नो इट्स एसिड. ठीक है, क्या बन जाएगा? कैल्शियम सल्फेट. I'll get a side, don't worry. प्लस वाटर. ठीक है, तो हर केस में हम देख रहे हैं कि एसिड और बेस के बीच में रिएक्शन हो रहा है, एक्सेप्ट केस नंबर 1. Is this clear to all of you? Your answer is right. Good. Ma'am, what is NaOH? Okay. The ones who are getting confused कि NaOH क्या है? NaOH is sodium hydroxide, which is a base. क्या है ये? एक बेस है. ठीक है? साक्षी, NaOH is not calcium hydroxide. NaOH is sodium hydroxide. Is it clear, मनीषा? NaOH बता दिया आपको. Na किसका सिंबल है? सोडियम का. OH हाइड्रोक्साइड के लिए. ठीक है, थैंक यू अखिल. चलिए, हैप्पी बर्थडे श्रेया. बच्चा मैम ने बच्चा क्वेश्चन दे दिया. चलो, मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. लेट्स हैव द पोल in the chat. Identify the correct formula of the substance injected by an ant during a bite. अब देखो, हर क्वेश्चन में कुछ लर्न करने को है, ध्यान से देखना. NaOH मैंने आपको बताया क्या है? सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. आई टोल्ड यू व्हाट इज NaOH. HCl क्या है? हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड. यू नीड टू नो दीज फॉर्मूलास. इट्स गिवन इन योर बुक. धीरे धीरे सीखना है. NaCl क्या है? सोडियम क्लोराइड. HCOOH क्या है? फॉर्मिक एसिड. तो सारे मैंने आपको नाम बताए हैं. अब आप करेक्ट आंसर लिखेंगे. एंड ऑल्सो वंस यूर डन, डू नॉट पोस्ट द आंसर इन द चैट. डू लेट मी नो हाउ मच, आई वुड से, क्या पोल आपको परसेंटेज लग रही है सही आंसर्स की. इंस्टेड ऑफ पोस्टिंग द करेक्ट आंसर, यू कैन लेट मी नो अबाउट द नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स आपको जो लगता है सही आंसर देंगे. चलिए फटाफट से. Give me a quick thumbs up if you can hear me, because I think chat थोड़ी सी. Yeah, now I can see. हाँ जी, चलिए, let's end the poll. Let's see what you people have marked. Only 47% of you have marked the correct answer. मतलब ये जो क्विज है ये आप लोगों के लिए बहुत यूजफुल होने वाली है बच्चा. करेक्ट आंसर ऑप्शन डी है. ये क्या है मैंने भी आपको बताया, ये आपकी बुक में ये तीनों गिवन है, ये पता होने चाहिए. इसको ये एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चन मत समझो. दिस इज वेरी मच इन योर बुक. दिस इज सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. सोडियम Na, हाइड्रोक्साइड OH. HCl इज हाइड्रो, H का साइन दिख रहा है हाइड्रोजन का, हाइड्रोक्लोरिक. Cl क्लोरीन, हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड. NaCl इज सोडियम क्लोराइड. अब HCOOH क्या है हमारा? फॉर्मिक एसिड. इसे मीथेनोइक एसिड भी बोलते हैं. इसे मीथेनोइक एसिड भी बोलते हैं. क्या अप्लाई करते हैं हम? व्हाट डू वी अप्लाई? इन केस देयर इज एन एंट बाइट, व्हाट डू वी अप्लाई? एंट बाइट से एक एसिड जो है हमारी बॉडी में इंजेक्ट हो जाता है, दैट इज फॉर्मिक एसिड. व्हाट डू वी अप्लाई? क्विकली क्या अप्लाई करेंगे? बेस अप्लाई करेंगे. वेरी गुड. कैलेमाइन कर सकते हैं. जिंक कार्बोनेट, वेरी गुड. सोडियम हाइड्रोजन कार्बोनेट, वेरी गुड रमेश. बेकिंग सोडा भी कर सकते हैं. यस, यू कैन टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट. चलिए, ऑसम. व्हाट्स योर स्कोर? 2-on-2 एवरीवन. क्विकली लेट मी नो योर स्कोर्स. 1-on-2 राजकुमार, 1-on-2. पूर्वी 2-on-2. Arnav, Sayyid Ali, 2-on-2. Very good. Moving on to the next question now. Let's have the poll in the chat. Which of the following indicates a basic nature of the solution? ध्यान से पढ़ना सारे options. Which of the following indicates a basic nature? Short basic nature आपको solution का पता चल रहा है इनमें से किस में? Pink solution with China rose indicator, colorless solution with phenolphthalein, green solution with China rose indicator, yellow solution with turmeric indicator. इनमें से किस केस में आप short होके बोल सकते हो कि जो solution था ना हमारे पास वो बेसिक था? I know a lot of you feeling कि मैम each and every question is kind of tricky, but let me tell you, acids, bases and salts में से ऐसे ही questions आते हैं. Nobody is going to ask you, okay, this is the indicator, this is an acidic solution, क्या color change आएगा, और this is the indicator, base में क्या color change आएगा. Direct नहीं आएंगे. This is how the questions are twisted. I'll give you another 30 seconds because I can see only 70 students have marked the answer till now. कोई बात नहीं. टेक योर टाइम, बट लेट मी टेल यू, इसके बाद एसिड, बेसिस एंड सॉल्ट्स में एक नंबर भी नहीं कटेगा. दैट्स माय प्रॉमिस टू यू. कंफ्यूजन बिटवीन सी एंड डी. ओके, दैट्स ओके. यू विल अराइव एट द करेक्ट आंसर वेरी सून. डोंट वरी. वेरी गुड श्रेया. ऑल राइट एवरीवन, लेट्स एंड द पोल. लेट्स सी व्हाट यू पीपल हैव मार्क्ड. And I think we missed it. Can we have the percentage? 46%. Option C. Less than 50 है, but yes, that is the correct answer. एक बार देखते हैं क्यों. चाइना रोज इंडिकेटर जो है हमारा एसिड में, बेस में, न्यूट्रल में क्या कलर चेंज देता है? ये एसिड में हमें मजेंटा देता है या डार्क पिंक, ठीक है. बेस में हमें ये ग्रीन कलर देता है और न्यूट्रल में ये लाइट पिंक रहता है, ठीक है. अब सिचुएशन हमारे पास क्या थी? क्लियरली हमारे पास सिचुएशन है ग्रीन कलर जो एक बेसिक नेचर इंडिकेट कर रही है चाइना रोज के साथ. बिल्कुल सही बात है. बाकी देखते हैं. लेट्स एनालाइज रेस्ट ऑफ द ऑप्शन सो दैट यू हैव मैक्सिमम क्लैरिटी. पिंक सोल्यूशन विथ चाइना रोज इंडिकेटर, मतलब चाइना रोज के साथ पिंक कब मिलता है हमें? न्यूट्रल में मिलता है. बेसिक नहीं हुआ, आउट. कलरलेस सोल्यूशन विथ फेनोल्फथलीन, या तो ये एसिडिक होगा या ये न्यूट्रल होगा, बेसिक नहीं होगा. लास्ट केस देखते हैं. येलो सोल्यूशन विथ टर्मरिक. अगेन टर्मरिक इंडिकेटर येलो कब देता है? या तो वो न्यूट्रल सोल्यूशन में येलो देता है या फिर वो एसिडिक में येलो देता है. तो बेसिक तो नहीं हुआ ना, हमें तो बेसिक बताना था, ठीक है. चलिए मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. समझ आया क्वेश्चन? A lot of you got the answer wrong, but I hope you've understood. 1 on 3, प्रशांता कोई बात नहीं. 10 अमेजिंग क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम केमिस्ट्री आपको भी पता चल रहा है. सिमिलरली 10 फिजिक्स 10 बायोलॉजी क्वेश्चंस आपके सामने होंगे. 30 क्वेश्चंस में आज आप प्रो बनने वाले हो. चलिए मूविंग ऑन. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 नाउ. लेट्स हैव द पोल इन द चैट. Choose the correct statement. Again, be very careful. See, each and every question is designed in a way to confuse you and to confuse you, but to make you more confident. All acids are corrosive in nature. All acids are harmless. All bases are harmless. Some acids are corrosive in nature. I think for this one, you should be able to mark the answer really quick. Chalo. Another 30 seconds added to your timer. Corrosive का मतलब क्या है मैम? Corrosive मतलब जिसके भी कांटेक्ट में आएगा डैमेज कर देना उस सरफेस को. Damaging the surface in contact. And let's see how many of you are going to mark the correct answer. Let's end the poll. Let's see. चलिए 74% of you've marked option D. Option D is the correct answer. But I want you to analyze the rest of the options as well. एक बार सारे options देखते हैं. All acids are corrosive in nature. All तो नहीं होता. Acetic acid जो vinegar में है, citric acid जो orange में है, we are consuming that. है ना? वो corrosive नहीं, वैसे weak से acids है. Corrosive नहीं है वो. Damage नहीं कर रहे. All acids are harmless. बिल्कुल भी नहीं. हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड, सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड, ये तो डेफिनेटली कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड जब होंगे हमें हार्म करेंगे. All bases are harmless. ऐसा भी नहीं है. You know, in the lab you should not touch sodium hydroxide. आपको डायरेक्टली टच नहीं करना चाहिए. Even bases are corrosive. Some acids are corrosive. ये बात ठीक है. ठीक है? चलिए moving on to the next question now. Question number 5. Which of the following substances would be useful during the treatment of an ant bite? Milk, window cleaner, calamine solution, turmeric paste. Which of the following substances would be useful during the treatment of an ant bite? So if you were very sincere, if you're regular to the classes, you will be able to tackle this question within 10 seconds. You don't even need a 30-second timer for this one. Chalo. All right, I'll give you 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's end the poll. Let's see what you people have marked. 73% have marked option C. Yes, that is the correct answer. See, when we talk about ant bite, हमने अभी पढ़ा है कि वो formic acid release करता है. That means कोई acid release हो रहा है. That means we require a basic substance to neutralize. है ना? एसिड को तो बेस ही न्यूट्रलाइज करेगा. अब मिल्क की जब हम बात करते हैं, मिल्क में तो लैक्टिक एसिड है जो हमें नहीं चाहिए क्योंकि हमें एसिड नहीं चाहिए. विंडो क्लीनर में अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड होता है जो वैसे तो बेस है बट एंट बाइट के लिए यूजफुल नहीं है. क्लीनिंग एजेंट है वो तो एक. ठीक है. कैलेमाइन में हमारा माइल्ड बेस प्रेजेंट है. क्या? जिंक कार्बोनेट जो हमने यूज करा है. टर्मरिक तो खुद एक इंडिकेटर है, वो कैसे न्यूट्रलाइज करेगा. ठीक है. सो देयर यू गो. So 5 questions we are done out of 5 quickly. I can see Prashanta got 3, Rajkumar got 4, Saeed Ali got 5 out of 5. Rest of you quickly let me know कि 5 में से क्या स्कोर चल रहा है. राजकुमार 4. पूर्वी क्योंकि उसमें कैफीन भी होता है इसलिए. एरिएटेड ड्रिंक्स बच्चा, एरिएटेड ड्रिंक्स आपकी एसिडिक होती हैं. ठीक है. इसमें कार्बोनिक एसिड होता है. Very good. Lovely scores everyone. Let's move on to the next question now. Which of the following acids is not present in acid rain? Let's have the poll in the chat and let's see what you people are going to mark. Sulfuric acid, formic acid, nitric acid, none of these. Which of the following acids is not, highlight भी करा हुआ है, not present in acid rain? कौन सा ऐसा एसिड है जो एसिड रेन में नहीं होता? देखो इतना तो समझ आ रहा है कि एसिड रेन एक ऐसी बारिश है, एक ऐसी रेन है जिसमें एसिड्स प्रेजेंट है, पर इनमें से कौन सा एसिड है जो एसिड रेन में नहीं होता? Last 5 seconds I'm giving you everyone. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's end the poll. Let's see what you people have marked. Very good. 60% of you marked option B, but a lot of you got confused. So बच्चा याद रखेंगे जब भी हम एसिड रेन की बात कर रहे हैं ना, तो जो ऑक्साइड्स होती हैं, किस किस की ऑक्साइड्स? ऑक्साइड्स ऑफ सल्फर, ऑक्साइड्स ऑफ कार्बन एंड ऑक्साइड्स ऑफ नाइट्रोजन, ये कंबाइन करती हैं किसके साथ? वाटर के साथ, और कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एसिड्स बन जाते हैं. जैसे कि जब सल्फर की जो ऑक्साइड है वो वाटर से कंबाइन करती है तो सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड बनता है. ठीक है, कार्बन की कंबाइन करती है तो कार्बोनिक एसिड बनता है. नाइट्रोजन की ऑक्साइड करती है तो नाइट्रिक एसिड बनता है. अब इसमें से सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड, नाइट्रिक एसिड तो गिवन है, फॉर्मिक थोड़ी है. क्या होना चाहिए यहाँ पे? कार्बोनिक होना चाहिए था. मैम मिल्क हैज मैग्नीशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. नो, दैट इज मिल्क ऑफ मैग्नीशिया. ठीक है, वो मिल्क ऑफ मैग्नीशिया होता है. इज दिस क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? आया समझ? ऑक्साइड्स, सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड जब पानी से कंबाइन करती है तो कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एसिड बना देती है. तो सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड, नाइट्रिक एसिड, कार्बोनिक एसिड उसमें होते हैं, बट नॉट फॉर्मिक एसिड. वेरी गुड. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following substances is responsible for the acidic nature of rain? अगर आपने ध्यान से सुना, क्योंकि I know this is a topic जो ट्विस्ट करके एग्जाम में आता है, इसलिए इस पे 2 डेडिकेटेड क्वेश्चंस आपको दिए जा रहे हैं. ध्यान से सोचना और मार्क करना. क्लोरीन गैस, सोडियम मेटल, नाइट्रोजन डाइऑक्साइड गैस, हाइड्रोजन गैस. Ma'am, I did not get the poll. Bacha, the poll is there in the chat. I can see. Poll is very much there. ध्यान से सोचना. Which of the following substances is responsible for the acidic nature? Now what we've done is we've twisted the question. पहले अलग तरीके से आपसे पूछा, उसको रिवर्स कर दिया. I'm giving you 30 seconds again to answer this one because I understand that the questions are twisted. But for some reason, if you were attentive, I'm very sure you'll mark the correct answer. 80% plus बच्चों का सही आ ही जाएगा. Milk is normal milk that you drink, no? Milk of magnesia basically बच्चा एक बेस होता है. मिल्क में तो एसिड होता है. Milk of magnesia is a basic substance. All right, time is up. Let's end the poll. Let's see what you people have marked. %64% of you marked option C, नाइट्रोजन डाइऑक्साइड गैस. बिल्कुल सही बात. अभी बताया था किस किस के ऑक्साइड्स? ऑक्साइड्स ऑफ सल्फर, कार्बन, नाइट्रोजन, ये कंबाइन करके क्या बना देते हैं? कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एसिड H2SO4, H2CO3, HNO3. अब ये मैंने यहाँ पे फॉर्मूले लिख दिए, वहां पे नाम लिखे थे. अब आपको दोनों चीजें पता चल जाएंगी. सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड, कार्बोनिक एसिड, नाइट्रिक एसिड. हे आदर्श. ओके, सो ऑक्साइड्स ऑफ नाइट्रोजन मतलब नाइट्रोजन डाइऑक्साइड गैस. ये क्लोरीन नहीं, कार्बन होना चाहिए था. ये सोडियम नहीं, सल्फर होना चाहिए था. ठीक है, और हाइड्रोजन तो यहाँ पे है ही नहीं. Awesome, all of you. So 7 questions we are done. Now we'll be starting with subjective questions. All right, so no poll will come, but the timer is going to be there. What is the role of a toothpaste in preventing tooth decay? आपका टाइमर स्टार्ट हो चुका है. जिसको पता है मुझे फटाफट से चार्ट में बताएंगे, क्योंकि आपके एग्जाम में सब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चंस भी आ सकते हैं. What is the role of a toothpaste in preventing tooth decay? क्या रोल है टूथपेस्ट का? रक्षा, I cannot perform well. मैम नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. आज अगर क्वेश्चंस डिफिकल्ट लग रहे तो बहुत अच्छी बात है कि आपको और एक चांस मिल रही है प्रैक्टिस करने की. क्लीन करने के लिए एसिडिक है वो, बेसिक है वो, कट करने के लिए एसिड को, न्यूट्रलाइजेशन के लिए. अरे बहुत सारे मिक्स ऑफ आंसर्स आ दो. चलिए इसको डिस्कस करते हैं. रोल ऑफ टूथपेस्ट इन प्रिवेंटिंग टूथ डिके. तो पहले तो समझते हैं कि होता क्या है. नाउ व्हेन वी ईट स्वीट्स, हम जब कुछ मीठा खाते हैं, कुछ भी खाना खाते हैं, तो होता क्या है, जो बैक्टीरिया है हमारे माउथ में, जो बैक्टीरिया प्रेजेंट है, वो इस फूड को डिग्रेड करता है, वो शुगर को डिग्रेड करता है, वो स्वीट को डिग्रेड करता है. एंड इन द प्रोसेस वो क्या रिलीज करता है, क्या प्रोड्यूस करता है? एसिड्स प्रोड्यूस करता है. क्या प्रोड्यूस करता है? एसिड्स. सो व्हेनेवर वी ईट समथिंग स्वीट, तो ये जो बैक्टीरिया हमारे माउथ में प्रेजेंट है, वो फूड को डिग्रेड करने के लिए इट्स प्रोड्यूसिंग एसिड्स. नाउ ये जो एसिड्स है, दीज एसिड्स दे लीड टू tooth decay. They lead to tooth decay and cavities. इससे क्या होता है? टूथ डिके होता है और कैविटी होता है. अब हमारे माउथ में क्या है? एसिड्स प्रोड्यूस हो गए. तो हमें क्या चाहिए? वी नीड समथिंग बेसिक. हमें क्या चाहिए? बेसिक चाहिए. तो हम टूथपेस्ट यूज करते हैं, क्योंकि टूथपेस्ट क्या है? टूथपेस्ट का नेचर है बेसिक. एंड बीइंग अ बेस, वो क्या करेगा? वो न्यूट्रलाइज कर देगा एक्सेस एसिड को. ठीक है, न्यूट्रलाइजेस द एसिड. आई होप दिस क्वेश्चन इज क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू. यस, फ्लोराइड्स आर देयर, कैल्शियम फ्लोराइड, बिल्कुल सही बात है. ध्यान से समझेंगे. द वंस हु आर जस्ट मेंशनिंग क्लीन करने के लिए बच्चा, वो एक इनकम्प्लीट आंसर हो जाएगा. क्लीन का मतलब क्या हुआ? So you have to mention that acids, see this is the catch, acids produce हो रहे हैं और उसको कोई basic substance ही neutralize कर सकता है. ठीक है? Yes Anaya, please mention. Yes Rashi, toothpaste is basic. This is the actual answer for this question. Very good Lisa. Very good Akhil. Hey Neha. Yes Om, we'll have that. Awesome. चलो. Very good Purvi. Yes Sunny. Yes Arnav. Hey Shivali. Amresh. पवन साहू, थोड़ा डिटेल में बताना पड़ेगा इसे. ठीक है, खाली क्लीन करने से शायद मार्क्स आपको ना मिले, इसमें फुल मार्क्स मिलेंगे. चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. Which substance is formed when carbon dioxide reacts with raindrops? And your time starts now. So within 30 seconds, I want all of you to figure out the answer. Yes, Rashi, good. Ma'am, do we have to make a flow chart? No, bacha, you can answer in sentences also. That flow chart is to make you understand the concept easily. Very good. Super proud of you. Everyone, this is just great. I didn't actually realize कि आप लोग subjective questions और भी अच्छे से perform कर पाओगे. Very good. चलिए, time is up and you people have marked the correct answer. बिल्कुल सही बात है. कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड हमने लिया, that is CO2. रेन ड्रॉप्स कंफ्यूज करने के लिए लिखा है, बट क्या है रेन ड्रॉप्स? पानी तो है, वाटर ही तो है. तो ये जब दोनों चीजें मिक्स हो जाती हैं, ऑक्साइड ऑफ कार्बन मिक्सिंग विद वाटर, क्या बन जाएगा? एसिड. कौन सा एसिड बन जाएगा आपका? कार्बोनिक एसिड बन जाएगा. ठीक है, H2CO3. और ये कैसी रेन है? ये एसिड रेन है. अब जब एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन आएगा ऐसा, Please note that if it's a 1 marker, then half for this, half for this. But if it's a 2 marker, then 1 mark इसके लिए होगा, half इसके लिए, half इसके लिए. So you have to mention everything, okay? Depending upon the weightage. Carbonic acid, very good. Super proud of you, everyone. Now, let me tell you what's the last question and be very careful. ठीक है, वो उसको ध्यान से आंसर करना है, ध्यान से सोचना है. एंड लेट मी टेल यू द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ दैट क्वेश्चन. दैट क्वेश्चन इज समथिंग जो आप एक्चुअली रियल लाइफ में अप्लाई भी करोगे, वो आपको रियल लाइफ में अप्लाई भी करना है. तो आपके लिए बहुत जरूरी है कि आपको उसका आंसर पता हो. ये जो हम पढ़ रहे हैं सिर्फ इसलिए नहीं कि अच्छे मार्क्स है. दिस इज ऑल्सो टू मेक अस मोर अवेयर ऑफ आवर सराउंडिंग्स. केमिस्ट्री क्या है? एवरीथिंग अराउंड अस इज केमिस्ट्री. सो वी नीड टू बी वेरी वेरी मच अवेयर ऑफ आवर सराउंडिंग्स एज वेल. ठीक है. So on this note, let's see what's the next question, जिसको लेकर हमें बहुत केयरफुल रहना है. And yes, I can see your marks out of 9. But let's see कि 10 में से आपके क्या marks आएंगे. While diluting an acid, we should add acid to water and not water to acid. Why? A lot of you might not understand the question at this point of time. हो सकता है question ही समझ ना आए. While diluting an acid, we should add acid to water and not water to acid. Why? I cannot see any of the responses in the chat. That means you people are taking time to analyze the question. Ma'am, please hint de do. Water is solvent. Arya, good. Anamika, neutral. It will not neutralize. Ma'am, hint de do isme to. Water is a solvent. Water is a solvent because it does not react. All right, everyone, I'll star mark this question. Please understand the answer very carefully. Some of you saying it will not mix well. Some of you saying water solvent है. ध्यान से समझेंगे. Dilution का मतलब, diluting an acid का मतलब कि पानी में हमें, diluting an acid का मतलब एसिड में हमें पानी मिलाना है. अब ऐसा हो सकता है कि मेरे पास यहाँ पे कंटेनर है जिसमें बहुत सारा एसिड है, उसमें मैंने ड्रॉप बाय ड्रॉप वाटर ऐड कर दिया. दूसरी सिचुएशन मेरे पास ये है कि मेरे पास कंटेनर है जिसमें वाटर है एंड ड्रॉप बाय ड्रॉप मैं उसमें एसिड ऐड कर रही हूँ. दोनों केसेस में मैं पानी और एसिड को मिक्स कर रही हूँ, है ना. पहले समझते हैं क्वेश्चन. दोनों केसेस में मैं पानी और एसिड को मिक्स कर रही हूँ. एक में मैंने ज्यादा वॉल्यूम में, ज्यादा मतलब बड़ा कंटेनर में एसिड है, उसमें मैं पानी ऐड कर रही हूँ. दूसरे केस में मेरे पास पानी था, उसमें मैं एसिड ऐड कर रही हूँ. अब बहुत बच्चे बोलेंगे मैम डिफरेंस क्या है, बट बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस है और ये बहुत डेंजरस डिफरेंस हो सकता है. यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन में आपको एक हिंट गिवन है ऑलरेडी. वी शुड ऐड एसिड टू वाटर. ये देखो, वी शुड ऐड एसिड टू वाटर. हमें एसिड को पानी में ऐड करना चाहिए और ना कि वाटर टू एसिड, मतलब वाटर टू एसिड नहीं करना. अब इसका रीजन समझते हैं. ये जो प्रोसेस है डाइल्यूशन का, पानी और वाटर, जो आपका वाटर है उसका एसिड के साथ मिक्स होने का, ये जो प्रोसेस है ये एक्सोथर्मिक प्रोसेस है. एक्सोथर्मिक प्रोसेस का मतलब क्या होता है? हीट इज रिलीज्ड. बहुत ज्यादा हीट रिलीज होती है. हीट बहुत ज्यादा रिलीज होगी इस प्रोसेस में. ठीक है. नाउ इफ वी आर एडिंग वाटर टू एसिड, अगर हम वाटर को एसिड में ऐड करते हैं तो ये जो हीट जनरेट हो रही है उससे जो मिक्सचर है वो बाहर स्प्लैश आउट कर सकता है एंड इट कैन कॉज बर्न्स. इवन बर्न्स भी कॉज कर सकता है. इट कैन ब्रेक द ग्लास ऑल्सो. It can also break the glass. तो कभी भी पानी को एसिड में नहीं डालना, हमेशा एसिड को पानी में डालना है. अंश, डाइल्यूशन एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, आप डाइल्यूशन का मतलब यही समझेंगे कि पानी को और एसिड को मिक्स कर रहे हैं. ठीक है आराधना. डाइल्यूटिंग का मतलब पानी, वाटर को एसिड में मिक्स करना. किस वे में करना चाहिए? अब जब भी हम एसिड को ऐड कर रहे हैं, whenever we are adding acid to water, ये भी ड्रॉप वाइज करना है, धीरे धीरे. ऐसा नहीं कि एकदम सारा एसिड पानी में डाल दिया, एक एक ड्रॉप करके डालना है और कॉन्स्टेंटली स्टर करते रहना है मिक्सचर को, कॉन्स्टेंटली मिक्स करते रहना है, ठीक है। क्यों कर रहे हैं हम ये इसलिए कर रहे हैं क्योंकि इस प्रोसेस में बहुत ज्यादा हीट रिलीज हो रही है। अगर मान लो कोई कांच का आपके पास इक्विपमेंट है, ग्लास है, अगर बहुत हीट जनरेट हो जाएगी वो ब्रेक हो जाएगा ना, वो ब्रेक होगा तो वो अंदर जो भी मिक्सचर है वो आपके हाथ में गिरेगा, बर्न्स हो जाएंगे। तो हमें ये नहीं करना, इसलिए हम पानी ज्यादा रखते हैं और उसमें धीरे धीरे एसिड ऐड करते हैं। इज दिस क्वेश्चन क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? एक बार फटाफट से बताएंगे। तनिष, एक्सोथर्मिक का मतलब हीट रिलीज होना, एक ऐसा रिएक्शन जिसमें बहुत हीट रिलीज हो रही है, ठीक है। हेमा, वेरी गुड। ड्रॉप वाइज मतलब एक एक ड्रॉप करके, वी आर प्लेसिंग द एसिड ड्रॉप बाय ड्रॉप। All right, some of you are saying, some of you are asking me to repeat. I'll quickly repeat. I'll tell you one thing. Let's not look at these terms if they are confusing you. एक्सोथर्मिक अभी भूल जाओ, ये याद रखो कि जब भी पानी और एसिड को हम ऐड करते हैं, मिक्स करते हैं बेसिकली, तो बहुत ज्यादा हीट रिलीज होती है, बहुत हीट रिलीज होती है। अब लेट्स से कि मेरे पास एक कंटेनर था जिसमें बहुत सारा एसिड था, मैंने ड्रॉप बाय ड्रॉप उसमें पानी ऐड किया, तो इस केस में बहुत हीट रिलीज हो जाएगी और जिसमें एसिड प्रेजेंट है वो ग्लास कंटेनर ब्रेक कर जाएगा। अगर वो ब्रेक कर गया तो बर्न्स हो जाएंगे, हमारा हाथ जल सकता है, ठीक है। दूसरा केस क्या है कि अब हम दूसरे केस में क्या कर रहे हैं, हम ऐड कर रहे हैं धीरे धीरे एसिड को वाटर में। अब हमारे पास कंटेनर में पानी है बहुत सारा, उसमें एक एक ड्रॉप करके एसिड ऐड कर रहे हैं, तब उतनी ज्यादा हीट रिलीज नहीं होती, ठीक है। इज दिस क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? Now everyone tell me, ma'am, what is exothermic by the way? Anaya, exothermic means it's basically a reaction in which a lot of heat is released. Very good. Now everybody's understood. So don't get confused by the term exothermic. It just means that heat is released. ठीक है? Awesome. Now quickly all of you tell me your scores. We are done with the chemistry part. So out of 10, what is your score? And the ones who are saying 10 on 10, I hope you were able to deal with the last question also, because intentionally we've put difficult questions this time for all of you. 8 on 10, 7 on 10, 9 on 10, 10 on 10. Very good. Very good. Awesome all of you. बहुत अच्छी बात है। तो जो क्वेश्चंस गलत हुए हैं उनसे घबराना नहीं है। डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस एक रीजन से डाले गए हैं यहाँ पे, ताकि एग्जाम में जब आप स्कूल में जाओ आप बिल्कुल ना घबराओ, ठीक है। सुपर प्राउड ऑफ यू। चलिए, ऑसम एवरीवन। नाउ मूविंग ऑन टू बायोलॉजी पार्ट। अगेन सम अमेजिंग क्वेश्चंस आर अवेटिंग, सम अमेजिंग क्वेश्चंस आर बीइंग प्लान्ड बाय ऐश्वर्या मैम। एंड नाउ फटाफट से मुझे थम्स अप दे दो चैट में इफ यू आर ऑल सेट फॉर द बायो पार्ट नाउ।
Hello everybody, I hope all of you learnt your chemistry part and I hope you're all feeling confident with chemistry. Many of you here were saying, ma'am, I've got 10 out of 10 in chemistry, and that's of course all the enthusiasm you had for learning with Kriti ma'am. Now I hope all of you are excited to do the biology bit. Now I welcome you to the next part of today's periodic test prep. I'm your teacher Aishwarya and I hope all of you here are excited. And very quickly students, I hope my audio, my video and my screen is visible to all of you. Yes? If it is visible, can you give me a quick thumbs up and let me know if everything is good to go? Session is not ended, bacha. I hope all of you are able to hear me, see me clearly. Yes? Okay. Saurabh, can we check if everything is good to go? Are we all visible? I mean, am I visible? Yes? You are able to see me? You are able to hear me clearly? Okay. Then see, we are switching over from Delhi to Bangalore. So during that process, there could be a slight YouTube glitch. But I hope that now everything is clear. I am too small. Can you make me a little big? Yes. Sir is not hiding under the table. He's right here. Okay. So very quickly, everybody, please go back. All your friends, so many of you were here thinking that the live ended. But it's just that... there has been a slight glitch when we switched from Delhi to, Bangalore. There was a slight glitch, but I hope everything is good to go. So students, it did not end. It was a slight glitch that happened on YouTube, right? So very quickly, students, once again, is my audio, my video, and my screen visible to all of you? If it is, can you give me a quick thumbs up? Yes? Give me a quick thumbs up and let me know that it is good to go. It did not end. It was a slight YouTube glitch that we experienced, right? Now everything is good to go. That means you have to hit the like button on this video. We need to have at least 200 likes. Make sure you call all of your friends as well, right? So as we all know, the chapter that we are going to be dealing with today is going to be nutrition in plants. Now, of course, especially for you guys, I did not take a lot of the concept classes for nutrition in plants because this was majorly dealt by Ankita ma'am, which is why in this particular case, I'm going to be, teaching you the whole thing with the help of a lot of questions. Again, as we know, we are going to have 10 questions today. And in this, we will have 7 objective questions, 3 subjective questions before we go on and call Saurabh sir for physics, right? So nutrition in animals, I know some of you have some doubts, which is why I'll quickly tell you some of the important topics that are there from nutrition in animals. But mostly we will be covering it in the upcoming weeks, right? Yes, are we ready, students? Are we ready for nutrition in plants? Yes? Good to go? Let's get started with the first question, right? So when you talk about the first question that we have here is, human beings can be categorized as what? Parasite, heterotrophs, saprotrophs, or autotrophs. Now the poll is going to be live for all of you on the channel and in the live chat. And very quickly, your timer has started. So can we have the polls, please? Yes. Okay. I think whatever doubts are there, maybe post after Saurabh sir finishes. If Saurabh sir has some time left, sir, can you give me some amount of time towards after you finish where I take some doubts? Poll will come. Yes, the poll is live on your screens, right? Okay. Sure. So now we're talking about, yes, timer is almost up, but I'm going to give you a little bit more time so that you answer. We're talking about human beings being categorized as what, right? So now let me quickly go back in the meanwhile as you answer. I'll tell you a little bit about what is nutrition, right? What is nutrition? Nutrition is nothing but the mode of intake of food, right? And its utilization. Now, based on this, how do we categorize human beings? Yes? Now, I know many of you here have got the answer, right? It's very simple and easy. Just give me a moment. Yes, everyone, very good, very good. What is the answer here? I think we can end the polls. Can we please end the polls? I can see 92% of you have given me the correct answer, right? 92% of you have given me the correct answer, and the answer here is heterotrophs. Now we know that based on the mode of nutrition, if nutrition is nothing but taking in food and utilizing it, then we know that there are 2 modes of nutrition, right? What are the 2 modes? We have autotrophic mode, yes, and we have heterotrophic mode, right? Now we know that autotrophic mode of nutrition is a mode of nutrition where organisms prepare their own food, and such organisms are called as autotrophs, right? So we call such organisms as autotrophs. While in the case of human beings, we don't prepare our own food. We are dependent on other organisms for food, which is why in this particular case we call ourselves as heterotrophs, right? So correct answer here is option B. All of you get 1 mark for this. Now, Ansh, Geography grade 8, we are going to be having class on Friday. So I request you to keep geography related doubts, especially for a lot of you who are asking me for SST classes. Kindly don't ask me during biology classes, right? I enjoy teaching biology. You ask me doubts in biology, please. Yes. Okay. Let's move on to the next question, everybody. Yes? Okay. Next question is the organisms which prepare their own food. I gave you the answer already. Now, the organisms which prepare their own food are known as what? Now you should all tell me the answer. Heterotrophs, phototrophs, autotrophs, saprotrophs. Can we have the poll please, Harish? Yes, before the poll has come, all of you have given me the answer. I'm going to stop the timer also in the meanwhile. But you are a bunch of students who don't need timer because you all know the answer. I don't even think I need the poll right now. Everyone has given me the answer. Very good, very good. Exactly. Organisms which prepare their own food are nothing but autotrophs, right? So now in this particular case, if you have to give me an example of an organism which prepares its own food, which example will you give me? Which example are you going to give me? Of an organism which is an autotroph, right? Very good. Will you say plants? Now I have a question. Will you say just plants? Or will you say green plants? What will you tell? Will you write plants alone or will you write green plants? Now see, these are small silly mistakes we tend to make, right? Because we know that there are some plants which don't have the ability to make their own food. But we know that green plants have that ability to do it, which is why we know that, or they prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis, right? Very good, very good. Okay, so keep this small thing in mind. Now on an exam point of view, if you get this particular topic, they may ask you to differentiate between autotrophic mode and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. That can come for 2 marks, which is why students, please make it a point that you write the definition and you write examples for the same, right? Hope all of you here have made an important point of this, right? Thank you so much, Nandana. Thank you so much, right? So you all have got 2 out of 2 at this point. We will give you the notes also, don't worry. Yes? Let's move on to question number 3, everybody. Easy peasy question. I know many of you are already telling me, ma'am, this chapter is so easy. I know this chapter is very easy, but it's also a very important point, right? Next up, the green pigment that is present in the leaves are called as what? Hemoglobin, globulin, albumin, or is it chlorophyll? So can we have the polls? Yes, okay. Thank you, Harish. So now, of course, the polls are live, students. We are talking about the green pigment. Why do we say that plants are green, right? What gives that green color? What is sodium carbonate? Arey, Kriti ma'am was just here. You should have asked her, but sodium carbonate is basically a salt, right? It's a salt. Yes. Very good, very good. So now, of course, as you can see, right, many of you, the answer is very simple, right? I can see 92%. Wow. 92% of you here have got the answer for this particular question, and all of you here have voted for chlorophyll. And as you know, I'm not very good with starting the timer. Half the time I forget to start the timer. But nonetheless, right, as we all know, the correct answer here is option D, which is chlorophyll, right? Now we know that the color or the reason why plants are green, or if plants are green, it's because of the presence of chlorophyll. And chlorophyll here has a very important role to play when it comes to photosynthesis. But before I discuss a little bit more on photosynthesis, here is another question for all of you, which is question number 4, right? Now question number 4 is very, very important. The raw materials used for photosynthesis are, right? So can we end the previous poll, Harish? Let's close the previous poll and start a new poll for this, okay? So now, of course, we're talking about the raw materials which are used for photosynthesis. So we have option A, which is CO2, O2, H2. Option B, which is CO2 and water. We have option C, which is N2 and water. Option D is O2 and water, right? Anaya, if you have a doubt, you can please tell me, right? Please let me know. You have the next set of polls, students. You need to tell me what are the raw materials we use for photosynthesis. Now, Manisha, Ritu, all of you have given me the answer. I can see a lot more answers coming my way. Yes, I think the chat has frozen on my screen. Yes. Harish, can we look into it? The chat has frozen. Okay. Very good, all of you. Very, very good. Ma'am, chlorophyll does not trap nitrogen, right? Good question. I will tell you that. Yes. Okay. Now I can see that many of you here are aiming towards giving 76, right? 76% of you have given me the answer. 77% of you here are voting for option number B. Very good, all of you, very good. Deepika, the chat has frozen on my screen, so I'm trying to get that rectified. But of course, I'm trying to find your name on the phone, so please don't mind, right? Ma'am, this can come for assertion reason. Yes, this will come for assertion reason as well. So this right here is very important. Okay, Arnav, hello. Ansh, I will take that question later, right? Yes, okay, so we can close the polls right now because we have close to 136 votes, and very good, all of you, very good. In this particular case, we know that the correct answer here is nothing but option B, which is carbon dioxide and water. Now, many of you, please understand, why not A? Very good question. Here it's asking, ma'am, why not CO2, O2 and H2? Because what is water? Water is H2O, right? So that means it has hydrogen, it has oxygen. Is this same as saying H2 and O2? Absolutely not. Because these are, molecules in themselves, right? So we know that H2 is hydrogen, O2 is oxygen. But when they come in a combination of 2:1, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen atom come together, we see that we get water, which is why you cannot say option A is the correct answer, right? Now here I'm going to quickly discuss a very important concept of photosynthesis, right? Now see, explanation of photosynthesis can also come, which is why I'm going to spend some 2 minutes here. Now when we talk about photosynthesis, what is the site where photosynthesis happens, or what do we call as the factory of the plant, right? Or factory of the, what is the kitchen of the plant or factory of the plant? Where does this happen? Quickly, yes? Okay, exactly. So we know that the leaves that are there are called as the kitchen of the plant, right? So we see that this right here is the kitchen of the plant. Now, why do we say leaves are the kitchen? Because we just discussed that leaves are green in color because of the presence of chlorophyll. And we know that the process by which organisms green plants prepare their own food is called as photosynthesis. So how do we define photosynthesis? So we say that photosynthesis is the process wherein green plants prepare their own food by combining. Yes, what do they combine now? They combine carbon dioxide and water, but they do it in the presence of something, right? Water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. And what does it give us when they combine? It gives us what? Very quickly. It will combine and give us what? Can you tell me? Yes, very good, very good. Sunlight and chlorophyll to give us? What is the end product? That's what I want you to tell me. Oxygen, okay. Glucose, yes, mainly. They are not combining to give us oxygen. But the main reason is they want to make food. How do they make food? By combining in the presence of to give us glucose, right? Glucose and oxygen is produced as a byproduct. So it just so happened that these guys made glucose, and in the end we also got some oxygen out of it, which is very important for us, right? So these are the key pointers. And as you see, carbon dioxide and water here are your raw materials that are there. Yes? Now what happens? We know that X is glucose. Sometimes we know that glucose that is there is necessary by the plant, because from glucose plant will get energy, right? And it can do all the necessary activities that are there. Yes, plant is very happy because now it has gotten all the energy. But what will happen to excess glucose? Very quickly. What if there is excess glucose? What will happen to excess glucose? if at all, and I mean, if at all, the plant produces excess of glucose, they need to store it somewhere. No, not like, oh, I produce some extra, let me just throw it out, right? They need to store it in their body. Yes? So excess glucose here will be stored in the form of starch, right? Yes. Now here one thing to keep in mind, right? One thing to keep in mind is how water comes in and from where carbon dioxide comes in. Yes? Where does the water come from? Very quickly. Where does the water come from? Where does water come from? Can you tell me? Is carbohydrate and glucose the same? Glucose is a type of carbohydrate. That's all. Yes, water present in the soil. It is absorbed by the roots, right? So we know that water is absorbed by roots. Where does carbon dioxide, or how does carbon dioxide enter? Can you tell me? How does carbon dioxide, which is a gas, enter into the leaves? Yes? Very quickly. Yes, through small tiny openings called as stomata, right? So we know that on the underside of the leaves we have small tiny pores called as stomata through which carbon dioxide enters, and the oxygen that is produced by the leaves or within the cells of the leaf, that also exits out through the stomata, right? So this right here is very important to remember. So I just quickly revise the concept of photosynthesis, right? So see, this is something that you all need to know. When you are, see, at this point I am not teaching you, I am revising the concept, right? Which is why some of you who are not sure of this, please go ahead and please make sure. Like for example, Natifa, I think you've not understood the concept itself. So Ankita ma'am has explained this in great detail. You can watch that particular video and come back and try to answer, okay? So very quickly students, I'm going to pick up the pace and we'll go on to the next question which we've already learned, right? So it's just going to be an application of what I've taught you. When light energy and water interact with each other, or let me rephrase this question. In the process of photosynthesis, light energy is converted to what? Solar energy, thermal energy, chemical energy, or both A and B, right? So basically in photosynthesis, light energy is converted to what? Can we have the polls please, Harish? The polls will be live for all of you and I'm going to start my timer after that, right? Yes, the poll will be coming live very soon. Amoeba, unicellular. Algae could be unicellular or multicellular as well. So let's start the timer and the poll is live for all of you. Understand the question. We're talking about, see, I've rephrased it and made it easier for you also, right? The question is twisted, saying when light energy and water will interact, what is going to happen? But I'm making it easier for you. During photosynthesis, right? So during photosynthesis, light energy, yes, gets converted to what form of energy? We've already discussed. Oh, okay. Arey, you should not be joking and telling me that I don't understand anything. That means that means I get worried, no? Because I'll be thinking, you know, you're preparing for your exams and you're not able to follow. Now is not the time to joke with me. Yes, question number 5. You're all at 4 out of 4. New students, I welcome you. I hope all of you are enjoying this class and I hope all of you are hitting the like button on this video. We should have 200 likes before Saurabh sir comes. See, now others are picking up on this. Okay, now I hope all of you have got it. Now I can see that there is a confusion between solar energy and light energy. Now there's competition happening, 49%, 42%. Okay, let's close the polls. Okay, somebody is very surprised. Akanksha is like, ma'am, how? Only 49% is giving the answer. Yes, all right. Harish, we can close the polls. Okay, let's see what the answer says. C has 47%, okay. And D here has A has 41%. Now, sir, you can correct me if I go wrong somewhere with all this light and solar energy. But see, what is solar energy? Yes, what is solar energy? You tell me. What is solar energy? What do you understand from the word solar? You guys tell me, when you hear the word solar, what is it? Light. Solar means light. Okay. Solar means sun. under the sun, sunlight. Okay, energy obtained from the sun, right? So although when you say light, right, what a primary source of light we can say is the sun, right? So we can say that the primary source of light that is there is from the sun. And we know that there is energy that is there, right? There's energy that we find in it. And technically, what do you need for photosynthesis to happen? You need sunlight. So basically, instead of saying sunlight directly, they've said either light energy. They've differentiated and said light energy. Instead of saying sunlight, they've said light energy. Now we also know that we can call that as solar energy. So another way in this context is to say solar energy. I'm specifying and saying in this context, right? So if you tell me that, ma'am, light energy gets converted to solar energy, that means basically they're one and the same thing. So is it A? Yes or no? Is it A? Do you think light energy gets converted to another form of light energy during photosynthesis? Simple. We just discussed photosynthesis. I told you carbon dioxide and water is getting converted, right, to give you glucose, right? And then you are also getting oxygen. Now I told you that from glucose we are able to say the plant is getting active energy to do activities, right? So now from your glucose you are getting energy. But you know that this is not going to happen without sunlight, right? And there is some amount of energy which is there in sunlight. Now energy can neither be created nor destroyed. This is a physics application that is there. Energy gets converted from one form to another. So here light energy or solar energy is getting converted to a chemical substance. So what is this? It is chemical energy. It is there in your textbooks. This is very, very important that during photosynthesis, light energy or solar energy gets converted to chemical energy. Are you all clear with this? Yes or no? Are we clear? Are we clear? It is a basis that light energy, right? This is a principle that is there. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. That means I cannot make new energy. Can I destroy the energy? It will only convert from one form to another, right? It will only convert from one form to another. Now I told you that plant needs glucose to do plant requires the glucose because it has to do activities. It needs to carry out various processes. So for that it requires all this energy, right? So it requires all this energy to carry out activities. Yes? Which is why in this particular case, we see that the energy which is there in the sun, right, or in sunlight gets converted to chemical energy that is stored in glucose, right? Yes. Are you all clear? Now are you a little bit clear? Yes or no? I try to simplify this as much as I can, right? Yes? Oh, so many no's. Okay, little bit it is better. Little more, yes, I can see now. Can we do one poll which says yes and no if you don't mind? I will do one poll and I want to take majority, okay, at this point because I'm not able to understand if you all have understood it or no. See, when I say carbohydrate, what is carbohydrate? Carbohydrate is basically a chemical substance which we eat that's present in our, it's a nutrient, right? Nutrients say what do we get? Carbohydrates say we get energy, yes? But glucose is an example of the same carbohydrate. But how exactly is the energy? How is it that glucose, which is a chemical substance, is giving me energy? It should be coming from somewhere, right? So that's why in the case of photosynthesis, what happens is that whatever is there in the sun, plants have the ability to take energy from the sun and it is able to convert it into something like glucose, right? That is what we're trying to understand. It is converting it so that the plant can utilize. Okay, majority of you have told me yes. So that means that majority of you have understood. But in some cases, if you've still not understood, I request you to go back and watch the video which Ankita ma'am took. It will definitely help you all out, right? So everybody with this, answer is option C and all of you have got 5 out of 5 here. Yes? Halfway done, 5 more questions. Let's get going to the next question, right? Question number 6. There's a little bit of application. Now see, normally you'll be like, "Arey ma'am, bio is so easy. Direct questions only will come. What is to worry? Physics may only you'll be getting tension." Which is why a little bit you need to think here. How does carbon dioxide impact photosynthesis or affect photosynthesis? That means if there is less carbon dioxide, I'm making the question easy for you, okay? If there is less carbon dioxide, that means there is less photosynthesis. Higher the availability, that means more carbon dioxide means less photosynthesis. Yes? And here again we see that less carbon dioxide, more photosynthesis. Now think of it logically. This is logic question. Now normally I should not be helping you like this, right? You should be trying to figure it out yourself. But I just want to make it a point. See, I'm also somebody, sometimes I feel very bad. I'm like, oh, these questions are so tough or it might be a little tricky for you. So I try to make it easy for you. Now, this is not because I want to, this is not me giving you hints, but this is how you should learn to interpret questions. Using fancy word, poor availability, nothing. It just means less carbon dioxide. Lowers the rate of photosynthesis. Fancy word to say less photosynthesis happens. So your brain should slowly start decoding words like this, right? You have to start breaking those words down. I know they use fancy words only to scare you. You'll think, oh ma'am, availability, rate of photosynthesis, and then you get all worked up about this. But when you break the question down, it's actually nothing. There is nothing in it. Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. I forgot the timer again. Yes. So I think we can close the polls right now. Majority of you have got the answer. I think after breaking it down, 64% of you have got the answer, right? Very simple and easy. Yes? So we know that in this particular case, the correct answer is poor availability of carbon dioxide lowers the rate of photosynthesis. Simple. If less carbon dioxide is there, then less photosynthesis will happen. More carbon, it will not be that more carbon dioxide and less photosynthesis happens unless there is some other parameter. But we are not considering all of that. At this point, we are just saying less carbon dioxide means less photosynthesis. This is not out of syllabus. This is application. This is competency. Because normally as you go to higher classes, when you go to 9th standard, 10th standard, all of these questions will come like this, and then at that point you should not get scared. You guys should be confident, right? So that's why we give you questions like this at this point. Very good, all of you. All of you have scored 6 out of 6. Now last question, which is easy. Now lichens that are there, they act as an indicator of what? So now so far we've been looking at photosynthesis and autotrophic mode of nutrition, and now we have moved on to talking about lichens, right? Is it an indicator of air pollution? Is it an indicator of noise pollution? Is it an indicator of water pollution? Yes? Where do you find lichens? This is not out of syllabus, I'm telling you. Everything if you tell out of syllabus means what's going to happen? What is lichens? See, all of this is very, very important for all of you to do. Olympiad, Anthe, I'm sure many of you here are Olympiad enthusiasts, right? So now if you want to know and if you want to crack Olympiad, you need to have an understanding, right? Yes. So again, in the meanwhile, for all of you, what are lichens? We know that lichens are a symbiotic association. What do we mean by symbiotic association? We know that it's like two best friends, no? For example, so think about it this way. If you have your best friend wants a pen from you, but you want some paper from your friend. You will exchange it and help each other out. Nobody's harming each other. No way in which are you causing harm to the other person. You are not being rude or anything, right? So it's kind of like two best friends, okay? The symbiotic association where you have two organisms. In this case, an algae and a fungi. Now, algae here can produce food, right? It can produce food. But fungi cannot produce its own food. So it is dependent on the algae for food. But poor algae needs shelter, right? Algae is not having proper shelter, but fungi can provide that. So in turn, algae is dependent on the fungi for shelter. Now, this symbiotic association results in the formation, right? Or it results in the formation of an organism called as a lichen. Yes? So now here, as I can see, 58% of you have voted for water, while 21% has voted for air pollution. So can we end the poll? Let's see what is the answer. Let's see. Kids, kaise water pollution? Organisms like lichens that are there are normally found on barks of trees, right? Or they are found on rocks, and mainly we see that they indicate, or we see that at this particular point, they are indicators of air pollution, right? So we see that in this particular case, lichens that are there are indicators of air pollution, not water pollution. Yes? So this right here was very, very important. Rhizobium is also an example of symbiotic association, right? So this right here is very, very important for all of you. Very sadly, I need to write this mark as 6 out of 7. Very sadly, right? Yes. See, because they have the ability, so it's also that they are organisms where they're able to absorb the pollutants, right? And we see that they are able to indicate it, which is why in this particular case, answer is A, right? Land pe they are there, but see, it's not like water pollution means, see, there are various other ways of indicating water pollution, right? But in this particular case, this is a natural indicator of air pollution. Yes? Okay. Fine, I will keep these marks to the end. We'll move on to the next one, right? They're like, no, I gave the answer. It should be 7 out of 7. Moving on to question number 8. Last 3 are going to be subjective questions. How do plants obtain raw materials from their surroundings for photosynthesis? We just discussed this, right? How do plants obtain their raw materials from their surroundings, right? This will be a recorded, you'll be able to watch it recorded also, right? Ma'am is not ignoring anybody. Ma'am is moving it fast because you have physics questions also. Don't you all want Saurabh sir to come? Don't you all want to be solving some interesting questions with Saurabh sir? He has some amazing questions from heat chapter. Yes. So in this particular case, as we all know, right? How do plants get it? We have already discussed. Water, it will get from the soil, which is absorbed by roots, right? And we know that in the case of carbon dioxide, we know that it will take it from the air that is in its surroundings through the stomata that is there. So this right here is a very commonly asked question, which is why here, as we know, carbon dioxide is taken in from the surroundings. Yes, water is absorbed, and we know that they combine in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to give us glucose and oxygen. So this right here is the equation that you need to remember. Yes? Harshita, please, I will read your name. Don't worry. So when you're writing the answer, please make sure that you write it down in this manner. This can come for 2 marks, and if it comes for 2 marks, you just need to write 2 points. Simple, right? Yes. Good to go. Moving on to the next one. Distinguish between a parasite and a saprotroph. Now, both parasites and saprotrophs exhibit modes of nutrition that come under the category of heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Now, if I have students who have already given their exams, right? They've already given maybe some unit test before. I am sure you would have got a question like this. Yes? I am sure all of you here would have got this particular question at least for 2 marks or 3 marks. Yes? How many of you have got this question? UT1 mate has come. No? Exactly. This question here is very, very important. Right? So you need to make sure that even in your midterms, your final exam, ye wala question will come. Aditi Bacha, please don't say that. Very good, very good. Okay, I can see the answer. Aksa has got the question in her exam. Exactly, right? So at this particular point, right, when you're talking about parasite, we know that parasites exhibit parasitic mode of nutrition, saprotrophs exhibit saprotrophic mode of nutrition, right? And we know that in parasitic mode of nutrition, we know that these organisms are either found living on the surface or they are found inside the host organism. And in this particular case, Cuscuta is a very common example. Now, Cuscuta is a plant which is long and thread-like, and it does not have any chlorophyll in it, right? And we know that they have these specialized structures which help in sucking nutrition from a living organism, and we call that living organism as the host plant, right? So we know that without the host, these parasites will not be able to survive. Yes? While in the case of saprotrophs, we see that they exhibit saprophytic mode of nutrition, where we see that they're dependent on dead and decaying matter, and we see that they break down their food outside their body and then they will absorb it. Yes? So when you're writing the answer, and whenever distinguish, differentiate, or difference between, whatever all these difference, distinguish and all of that comes, no? Draw a table. Yes, this is a practice you should have, because you know what, when your teacher sees a table, they'll be like, oh, Tanesh, Aradhana, Deepa, Aditi, Kriti, all of you know how to write answers. So drawing a table is very, very important, and write all the important pointers that we discussed. You will get 3 marks for such a question, right? Very important. Now let's move on to last question. Question number 10 before Saurabh sir comes in. If a pitcher plant has green parts in it, why does it feed on insects? Or if a pitcher plant has the ability to carry out questions it seems, photosynthesis, why does it feed on insects? Why, ma'am, why? Roshni, I'll tell you. For very good. Yes, Harshit, yes. I would have called out all your names by now. Yes, Deepika. Very good. We know that pitcher plants come under the category of insectivorous plants, which are half saprotrophic and half autotrophic. Why is the reason? Because we know that they are found growing in soil that is nitrogen deficient, right? And we see that they are needed. So they are found growing in nitrogen deficient soil, and they need nitrogen. So insects are their source of nitrogen. Yes? Which is why in this particular case, we know that although they have the ability to carry out photosynthesis, we know that they require nitrogen, and insects are their source, right? Very quickly, can you give me another example? Yes? Can you give me another example of an insectivorous plant? Pitcher plant is an example. One more, right? One more. Yes, Vinayak. Now everybody's just sending names. Yes, very good. Venus flytrap, exactly. Sundew, yes, sundew also. Very good. So with this, everybody, we are done with the biology part. Well done. Although you went wrong in one question, I'm still going to give you 10 out of 10, which means that, I'm a very lenient teacher. Not a good thing, but still, I'm lenient enough to give you motivation to tell you that if you go wrong, learn from your mistakes, and thereby totally you have scored 20 out of 30, because you still have 10 more questions left with Saurabh sir. Yes? So very quickly, students, I hope all of you are excited, but before I call Saurabh sir in, do we have 200 likes on this video? Are you enjoying this particular series that we have made for you just to help you all with your exam preparation? If so, quickly go and smash that like button before Saurabh sir comes in, right?
82 short. Now we are 79 short.
79 for 200 likes. Yes. Quickly, everybody.
Like karo.
Yes, Saurabh sir is right here. He will, as soon as you hit the like button, he is going to come. Don't say bye and leave the class. He's coming, okay? Don't say bye-bye. Bye-bye to me, but yes. Don't worry, array. Quickly, jaldi. Yes, people, please be quick. Yes. Oh.
Yes.
Sir, 150 we'll keep then.
Yeah.
150.
Target kam hota hua? Everybody, 150 is the target now.
Yeah. Ha, Tanesh. Somebody says I'm looking very happy today. Otherwise I'm grumpy in class, is it? I'll keep that in mind. Yes, Sahej. I'll call your names. But I need you all to make sure you hit the like button on this video, right? We should have 150 likes. Sir, are we close by?
12 more.
Okay.
Alright.
Chalo. We are very, I think Saurabh sir and I are very lenient teachers.
Already judge?
Very good. So handing it over to Saurabh sir. I'll see you all soon, everybody. Till then, take care. I'll not say bye-bye, others they may go.
Hey everybody! Time is to solve questions from heat. गर्मियों का मौसम है, बारिश भी हो रही है, तो heat का chapter पढ़ लेते हैं थोड़ा. See, we have studied this chapter quite enough, है ना? We have solved questions, but today it's a unit test. We have 10 questions. So good evening. क्या हाल है? What is your score till now? Yes. What is your score right now? Form.
Form for the test.
Oh yes. Is it live? No, right?
But you tell them about it.
Everybody, after this session ends, right, we'll give you a test to solve at your home. मिल जाएगा तुमको. Relax. हीट को तो चाट लिया, बहुत बढ़िया. Yes. Ignoring, अरे यार काहे का तुमको ध्यान चाहिए? कोई ignoring नहीं कर रहे. चलो आगे चलो. Yes. So, are you ready? 10 questions, heat chapter. It's a mix of, see, not too difficult questions. Mix of exam level questions. एक तो difficult हो सकते हैं, but you are well prepared. What do you say? Shall we start? Everybody, shall we start? मिलावटी एसिड और डाइल्यूटेड. Yes. ये चालू करें? Yes, everybody. थोड़ा excitement, थोड़ा emojis, थोड़ा action दिखना चाहिए. Because I feel you guys are feeling sleepy. 2 घंटे का क्लास बहुत दिनों बाद हो रहा तुम्हारा, है ना? It's okay. तुम बड़े हो रहे हो, पता है? Yes. All right, everybody. Nandana, I saw you. हाँ, बहुत तारीफ कर रहे तुम. Ma'am, looking cute. रश्मिका मंदाना, हैं? तारीफ नहीं करते तुम्हारी तुम. Yes, everybody. Let's start with the first question from heat chapter on your screen. Which of the following options is/are correct? Means more than one option can also be correct. ध्यान से करना. इसके लिए पोल की जरूरत नहीं है because I'm telling you more than one option can also be correct. So no need of poll. We have 4 options. ध्यान से देखो कौन सा ऑप्शन या फिर कौन से ऑप्शंस करेक्ट हैं. फर्स्ट, डार्क कलर्ड क्लोथ्स रिफ्लेक्ट मोस्ट ऑफ द हीट दैट फॉल्स ऑन देम. सेकंड ऑप्शन बोल रहा है वूल इज अ पुअर कंडक्टर ऑफ हीट एंड इट हैज ट्रैप्ड एयर इन बिटवीन फाइबर्स. ऑप्शन सी बोल रहा है हॉटनेस ऑफ अ बॉडी इज डिटरमाइंड बाय इट्स टेम्परेचर. एंड लास्ट ऑप्शन इज सेइंग लाइट colored clothes absorb most of the heat that falls on them. What do you think? I'm getting answers as B and C, A and C, B and C, C, double C. Hey, double C क्या होता है? Different scales to measure. पूर्वी different units. देखो भाई, different scales क्या है ना? जिसको जो सही लगा पहले हमने वो किया, but depends on some scales are not suitable to say, for example, Kelvin है, right? So Kelvin scale के absolute scale बोलते हैं उसको. So different scales are as per your requirement. तुमको requirement है कि भाई मेरे को these readings are more suitable. अजीब सा नंबर नहीं आएगा, so use that scale है ना, इसलिए. All right, B and C are the answers. All right, अब सुनो ध्यान से. पहले ये बताओ, who absorbs more radiation, white or black? Who absorbs more radiation? This T-shirt is black because white light is falling on the t-shirt, it is absorbing the light, right? That is why it is black. Black क्या करता है? Absorb करता है ना. And whoever absorbs more, जो ज़्यादा energy absorb करेगा वही तो ज़्यादा गर्म होगा, right? So basically dark colors they absorb, not reflect, है ना? ये absorb करते हैं. If you talk about wool is a poor conductor, बिल्कुल सर्दियों में wool पहनते हो क्यों? Because it keeps you warm. It has air trapped in between the fibers. So option B is actually right. ऑप्शन सी बोल रहा है हॉटनेस ऑफ अ बॉडी. व्हाट इज टेम्परेचर यार? टेम्परेचर इज द डिग्री ऑफ हॉटनेस एंड कोल्डनेस ऑफ अ बॉडी. सिंपल सी बात है, राइट? सो दैट्स व्हाई ऑप्शन सी इज आल्सो राइट. लाइट कलर्ड क्लोथ्स एब्जॉर्ब ना. लाइट कलर्ड क्लोथ्स रिफ्लेक्ट. दिस कप इज व्हाइट बिकॉज व्हाइट लाइट इज फॉलिंग ऑन द कप एंड इट इज रिफ्लेक्टिंग मोस्ट ऑफ द लाइट, है ना? सारी की सारी लाइट रिफ्लेक्ट कर दे रहा है. सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज लुकिंग व्हाइट बेसिकली, राइट? सो दैट्स व्हाई light colored clothes absorb na, they reflect. So we have 2 answers which are correct, that is option B and option C. Any doubt in this? कोई दिक्कत? आसान था एकदम, है ना? यार ये सब पढ़ लिया हमने. We have studied all of this. इसमें कोई दिक्कत होनी ही नहीं चाहिए, correct? And it's a test you are giving. All right, चलो. Ready? Question number 2 on your screen. This is also an easy question here. A metal ball at 60 degrees Celsius put inside a container water at 30 degrees Celsius. यार एक metal ball है which is 60 degrees Celsius. उसको हमने एक पानी के कंटेनर में डाला which is at 30 degrees Celsius. Then first option, temperature of ball will increase. Second option, and for this we can have a poll. Harish, 4 options A, B, C, D. A metal ball at 60 degrees Celsius is put under a water of 30 degrees Celsius. First option, temperature of the ball will increase. Second option, temperature of water will decrease. Third option, temperature of ball will decrease and temperature of water will increase. D, temperature of ball and water remains constant. Yes. See, we have the ball active and I am starting the timer. You get 30 seconds now. क्या लगता है? देखो, ball है 60 degree पे, पानी है 30 degree पे. If you put this ball in water, what do you think will happen? Temperature of ball increase or temperature of water will decrease, or temperature of ball will decrease and water will increase, or temperature of ball and water remains constant, क्योंकि क्या ही फर्क पड़ता है. Yes. Thank you. अरे नहीं, तारीफ मत करो, हजम नहीं होगी मेरे को. Everybody, yes, come on. What do you think? See, answer in the poll. Poll is active right now. I can see it. C को ताला लगाया जा रहा था. Okay. Let's see. I'm getting a lot of C's, D's. Hello, Shishna. Everybody. देखो कभी कभी ना डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन हम लोग क्यों देते हैं, ताकि if you prepare for the worst, so whatever comes, आपके लिए सरप्राइज नहीं होगा, है ना. तैयारी हम करते हैं वर्स्ट सोच के, ताकि पेपर आसान आ गया तो बहुत ही मजे आ जाएंगे, और अगर खराब आ गया तो एटलीस्ट यू विल बी सेफ. जो लोग आसान की तैयारी करते हैं उनको दिक्कत होगी ना, इसीलिए. दैट्स व्हाई करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑप्शन सी. भाई एक बात सुनो, लिसन टू मी वेरी केयरफुली. One body is at high temperature, one body is at low temperature. Heat flows from the body at high temperature to the body at low temperature. कब तक? Until both of them reach at the same temperature, है ना. So high temperature वाले का temperature कम होगा, low वाले का temperature बढ़ेगा, unless they will become equal. So 60 will come down, 30 will go up, and so that's why we can say temperature of ball will decrease and water will increase. Easy एकदम, है ना, कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है इसमें. It's a very practical question. Yes. All right, everybody, come on. Question number 3 on your screen now, and this is, you solve this question, then I'll let you know इस question की history क्या है. It's a good question. Arrange the following steps in a sequential order in order to explain the formation of convectional currents through ventilation. 4 statements. Read carefully. P. The first statement is, hot air passes out through the ventilators and creates low pressure region in the rooms. Alright. Q. Second statement. The rooms are provided with ventilators at the top. R बोल रहा है, hot air in the room is less denser and it raises up. S is saying the cold air enters into the room through windows from high pressure to low pressure region. Yes. Come on. 8th grade class कल हुआ था, राइट. और डोंट वरी बच्चों, 8th क्लास का पूरा शेड्यूल बन चुका है, बहुत जल्दी हम आपसे मिलेंगे. फ्रिक्शन की बात हो रही है, आई गेव यू फ्रिक्शन का चैप्टर बाय द वे, राइट, है ना. यस, पोल इज एक्टिव, कम ऑन, दिस इज अ गुड क्वेश्चन. टेक सम टाइम, आई एम गिविंग यू 30 सेकंड्स नाउ. अब से 30 सेकंड्स आपके पास. टेक सम टाइम, ट्राई टू सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन, बिकॉज बिलीव मी, दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑफ फिजिक्स प्लस इंग्लिश. This is a physics plus English question. I mean, this question, sometimes in English, you get these questions, no? Make sense, arrange these sentences to make sense of the paragraph, right? That is the same question. Physics plus English ka question hai ye. Come on. Think about it, take some time. You have 3 more seconds and time is up. Let's end the poll. What do we have? Yes. Hello, Nimisha. You are not understanding. Option C is 68%. All right. Okay. Option C is 68%. अब सुनो, everybody. Listen to me. देखो. Hot air passes out through the ventilators and creates low pressure region in the rooms. The rooms are provided with ventilators at the top. Hot air in the room is less denser and it raises up. The cold air enters into the room through windows from high pressure to low pressure region. ठीक है, एक बात बताओ. Everybody, in your mind, think about the sequence. Sequence क्या होता है? Sir, hot air rises, goes out from the ventilators. This creates a low pressure, which enables the cold air to come inside. Sequence क्या है? We have learned this. कुछ नहीं है. We are just weaving it into the English sentences. What have we learned? कि भाई, inside the room, because of heat, hot air rises and becomes hot air rises because it is lighter, है ना. hot air rise करेगा, ऊपर क्या होगा, ventilators, रोशनदान, है ना. from these ventilators the hot air will go out. Inside the room now there is less air, means there is low pressure, means the cold air from outside through the windows will come inside. इस तरह से balance will be created. ठीक है, fine. Now read the questions again. भाई, hot air passes out through the ventilators and creates low pressure. Then only the cold air enters into the room through windows. So one thing is very sure, P will come first and S will come second, है ना. S से पहले P आना चाहिए, that is true, correct? Yes, all right. कहाँ पे है सर? P पहले है, P पहले है, P पहले है, P पहले है, very good. अच्छा, ये भी ठीक है. Rooms are provided with ventilators at the top and hot air in the room is less denser and it raises up. हाँ जी, hot air in the room is less dense and raises up. अब सोच के देखो, you are saying QPSR, है ना. Q मतलब the rooms are provided with ventilators. P is saying hot air passes out through the ventilators. S is saying cold air enters. और R is saying hot air in the room is less denser. ना, QPSR गड़बड़ हो रही है. Tell me, put your hand on your heart and tell me, option C, does it make sense? First you are telling me that rooms are provided with ventilators. Then you are saying QP. P is hot air passes out through the ventilators. Then you are saying cold air enters. And then you are saying that hot air in the room is less dense. ना, P should come before S. Yes, है ना, करेक्ट. पोल आया था, अरे पोल आया था भाई, तभी तो 68% पोल से ही तो आया है, करेक्ट. सो P should come before S and in Q and R I can say ठीक है, that's fine. Poll is not required right now. This is the old question only. This poll is not required. PS, P से पहले S आना है. अब think about it. Q and R. Q and R. पहले आ रहा है Q. The rooms are provided with ventilators and R is hot air in the room is less dense. So, what is the correct answer? B is the correct answer. Yes. हाँ, correct. So B is the correct answer for this question. Everybody, is the question clear? This is a previous year Olympiad question. Olympiad questions are supposed to be tough, but I'll tell you, Olympiad question, they will not go beyond your syllabus. What they will do is, they'll make your syllabus से tricky questions. Difficult question versus tricky question. Difficult question क्या होते हैं? जो कि थोड़े out of syllabus होते हैं. Tricky question क्या होते हैं? The questions which take your syllabus and mold it in such a way that it becomes a tricky, slightly difficult looking question. लेकिन आपके syllabus से होगा वो. Yes, है ना? Correct. Clear हुआ? Did you understand this question? दुजाना बच्चा, मैं बोल रहा हूँ, देखो इस क्वेश्चन में ना ध्यान से अगर पढ़ोगे आप, what this question is saying, इसने 4 स्टेटमेंट दे दिए हैं. इंग्लिश के अंदर ना इस तरह के क्वेश्चन आते हैं, 4 स्टेटमेंट रहेंगे, आपको अरेंज करना होगा प्रॉपर सीक्वेंस में. What is the proper sequence? The proper sequence you can say is hot air in the room rises, right? टॉप पे क्या होता है? वेंटिलेटर होता है. Because of that hot air goes out. Inside the room, अब hot air तो चला गया बाहर, अब रूम के अंदर एयर कम हो गया ना, मीन्स प्रेशर लो हो गया. प्रेशर लो हो जाएगा तो एयर मूव्स फ्रॉम वेयर टू वेयर, हाई प्रेशर टू लो प्रेशर. बाहर से कोल्ड एयर विल कम इनसाइड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट. ठीक है, ये हुआ सीक्वेंस. क्लियर? सेम थिंग इंग्लिश में लिखा हुआ है. सो दैट्स व्हाई क्यू एंड आर के अंदर 1 2 1 2 हो सकता है, दैट्स फाइन. बट वन थिंग इज वेरी क्लियर. Hot air will go out, then only cold air will come in. Means P will come first, then S. पहले आएगा P और फिर आएगा S. Clear है? Yes. What is Olympiad here? बच्चा, National Science Olympiad यार, that's so important. Come on, किसी बात कर रहे हो? Olympiad के लिए we'll have specific sessions. October, November, December are very important. All the bright students, all the, I would say ambitious students, they give the Olympiads and gain nice, very prestigious exam यार, बहुत अच्छा होता है. Yes, हाँ, correct. आ जाओ. Next question, question number 4. Everybody, question number 4 on your screen right now. Come on. Which of the following statements is incorrect? कौन सा incorrect है? For this question we can have the poll. Yes. कौन सा statement incorrect है? First, thermometer is read by holding its bulb. Second, a few sharp jerks are given to clinical thermometer before using it. C बोल रहा है the black fabric is preferred during winter. And D is saying shopkeepers selling ice blocks usually cover them with jute sacks. Last option तो you might have been seeing nowadays. आजकल बारिश हो रहा है but you have seen वो जो बर्फ गोले वाले होते हैं क्या करते हैं वो कहाँ रखते हैं बर्फ? Yes, good evening. Hello पूजा. अच्छा कोई बात नहीं दीदी बच्चा इट्स ओके पोल में हाँ पिछली बार थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन हुआ था इट्स ओके नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. यस पोल में अच्छा मेजॉरिटी सेइंग ए कविता सेइंग सी विनायक इज ए नरेश इज डाउट कोई बात नहीं नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम आई एम हियर टू सॉल्व योर डाउट. वी आर गेटिंग सर कितने क्वेश्चंस अच्छा इट्स ओके वी हैव दिस इज द फोर्थ क्वेश्चन इसके बाद विल हैव 6 मोर क्वेश्चंस. You have time. It's okay. Come on. चलो. All right. ठीक है. So, I think we have enough votes. Let's end the poll. Yes, let's end the poll for this. हाँ. संजय, पढ़ाई करो पढ़ाई. पूजा करेंगे आराम से यार, है ना? टाइम पे पूजा करेंगे. हर टाइम पूजा थोड़ी करते हो तुम. Come on, आगे आओ. Option A is 60%. Ooh. All right. इनकरेक्ट कौन सा है? दैट वॉज द क्वेश्चन. नो अब क्या बताओ यू हैव योर थर्मोमीटर जब उसको यूज करने वाले हो तो क्या करते हो पहले यू वॉश इट देन यू गिव इट अ जर्क व्हाई सो दैट द लेवल कैन कम बिलो 35 है ना. देन विंटर्स में हम ब्लैक पहनते हैं क्यों बिकॉज ब्लैक एब्जॉर्ब्स मोर सनलाइट इट कीप्स यू वार्मर. शॉपकीपर सेलिंग आइस ब्लॉक्स यूजुअली कवर देम विद जूट सैक्स क्यों बिकॉज जूट हैज fibers and fibers ke between that we have what air trapped right so that's why correct answer is option A. All right, fourth question is done. Question number 5 a numerical. I hope you have your pen and notebook. Come on. अभी तो समर है हाँ सही बात है. yes हाँ डाउट बताओ everybody come on question number 5 another question important question इससे एक learning मिलेगी which if you solve I'll tell you. Question number 5 on your screen. While measuring the temperature of human body it showed the value minus 40 degrees Celsius. What will be the value when we convert it to Fahrenheit? In our sessions I gave you a formula. कितने लोगों को formula याद है? Yes come on. Doubt है कोई बात नहीं. For this poll will come. Can we have the poll A B C D? दीदी चोट अरे यार ये वो ऐड नहीं देखा तुमने हैंड्स अप लास्ट का मैं डाइव मारा था कैच लेते हुए नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं अरे लग गया था ऐसे. यस वेरी गुड. राम जी मदद नहीं करेंगे एग्जाम में आंसर करेंगे आंसर आइए आंसर लेके आओ. कम ऑन वी हैव द पोल इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. यस लेट्स सी. While measuring the temperature of a human body, it showed the value minus 40 degrees Celsius. What will be the value when we convert it to Fahrenheit? Hanji, come on. We have 4 options. A is 10 degree Fahrenheit, B is minus 40, C is minus 10, and D is 8.2 degree Fahrenheit. क्या लगता है? Exams are over, still watching. Very good, Dakshita, because you want to learn more, right? You want to learn better. अभी तो unit test खत्म हुए ना? Half yearly will come, final will come, right? Yes. Vinayak, I can, Shaila and Vinayak, I can see only doubt. Whatever doubt you have, you can ask me. Very good, Shreya. Nice. Proud of you. Half yearly finished. अरे बहुत जल्दी हो गया यार तुम्हारा अद्विका. Nice. हाँ. Very good. Sayyed, come on. Answer. I hope you have clicked on the poll. Come on. चलो ठीक है. I'll start 30 seconds for you now. You haven't studied this M&M. Come to the channel बच्चा. See, first of all, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe इसलिए नहीं कि मेरा फायदा हो जाएगा. पैसे वैसे नहीं मिलते हमको ठीक है उसके. पहले सुनो ध्यान से. Subscribe क्यों करना है? So that you get to know what is coming when. क्यों? Because आप अगर कुछ क्लास मिस कर देते हो ना उसके बाद आपको समझ आना बंद हो जाता है, right? And everything is already done. But good thing in YouTube is things stay. Videos stay on the channel, so you can watch them again. So go ahead, heat के जो sessions हमने किए हैं, please watch them. everything will be clear to you, right? है ना? How to convert? Very good. एक formula है इसका. All right, the time is up. Can we end the poll, please? Oh, in Shimla, nice. पेन कहाँ से लाते हो? अरे पूरा पैड है ये. Very good. Nice. Option B is 46%. I'm happy. At least the majority got this. अब listen to me. Listen to me. Formula क्या होता है? Everybody, what is the formula? C is equal to 5 by 9 F minus 32. This is the formula. ठीक है? अब एक चीज. C कितना है? What is the value of Celsius? minus 40. Keep minus 40 is equal to 5 upon 9 F minus 32. Solve करो. 5 से कितना आएगा? 8. Minus 72 is equal to F minus 32. F is equal to minus 40 degree Fahrenheit. 37 degree Celsius is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. But minus 40 is that value for which degree Celsius and degree Fahrenheit give you the same answer. Minus 40 पे degree Celsius भी और degree Fahrenheit भी same number देगा, right? This is a quick question. अगर हमको ये information पता रहेगी, you don't even have to solve. The correct answer is minus 40 degree Celsius. Clear? M&M, I just explained you, right? है ना? How to convert? Yes. Come on. Correct? Everybody got this formula? है ना? Got this formula? Is it clear? Yes? हाँ. अरे very good आराधना. Oh, very good. Nice. Everybody, clear हुआ? This is a new information. I know. ये मैंने अभी नहीं पढ़ाया था minus 40 वाला, but you should know this यार. It's a common thing. In your syllabus you have degree Celsius, you have degree Fahrenheit. तो ये छोटी सी चीज extra है, इसको हम क्यों छोड़ेंगे, right? Everybody clear? Yes, very good. Nice. Oh, nice, very good. है ना? विनायक clear हो गया? बहुत बढ़िया. चलो. Option B is the correct answer. Very good. Let's come forward now. Question number 6 देखते हैं. Question number 6. In places of hot climate, it is advised that the outer walls of houses be painted white. This is a subjective question because unit test के अंदर subjective questions can definitely come. आते ही हैं हमारे, है ना? अरे वाह, happy birthday Rishia. Yes, not in NCERT. हाँ, yes, you're right, Vinayak. Not in NCERT. But what I'm saying is prepare for the worst. NCERT के अंदर का syllabus तो we have already covered. NCERT questions we have done. Exemplar questions we have done. क्या बचा? Right? Today, I want to make sure that you prepare for the worst. Yes. Because white reflects most. Akansha is saying. Desert area. Alright, absorbs less heat. Tajina is saying. Because white is very, very good here. Nice. Hot क्या होता है? If you are in a hot climate, you want ways. है ना? You have to make sure that you reduce the amount of heat you capture. Light absorption is also a way of capturing energy, means you become hot. So आप क्या करो? If you choose white colored walls, क्या होता है? White reflects all the incident rays. Black absorbs all the incident rays. So white basically is reflecting the radiation, black is absorbing the radiation, black will become hotter and white will not become that hotter. Relatively it will be cooler, right? So that's why. That is how you have to write the answer. आपको लिखना है white क्या करता है, black क्या करता है, and then the answer of this question, right? Light colored colors reflect more heat and dark colors absorb more heat. So that's why that was question number 6 for you. Easy था. Question number 7. आ जाओ. अरे वाकांक्षा, all the best यार. नहीं बर्थडे अभी नहीं है, नवंबर में आएगा, 1st of November. I'll let you know. पार्टी करेंगे साथ में. Come on. Question number 7. During the formation of rain, when water vapor changes back to liquid in the form of raindrops, क्या होता है? Again, this is something which I haven't taught you directly, लेकिन I have explained you everything so that you can answer this. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है ना, देखो टीचर आपको सब कुछ नहीं पढ़ा पाएगा, and this is I'm telling you not just from class 7th, ये class 11th के लिए, 12th के लिए, JEE NEET के लिए, can we have the poll please on the chat? So what I'm saying is कि भाई टीचर आपको जो चीजें पढ़ाएगा, we will cover all the concept, but I want to see if I give you everything, can you still solve a new question? ये question ऐसा है कि आप खुद भी कर सकते हो, ठीक है? Although मैंने directly नहीं पढ़ाया question ये, but you can solve it because I have explained you everything so that you can solve this question. Timer is started. During the formation of rain, when water vapor changes back to liquid in the form of raindrops, क्या होता है? Heat is absorbed, heat is released, heat is absorbed first and then released. There is no exchange of heat. Yes, what do you think? All the best for your exams, guys, because see, this week, no, पहले हमारा plan नहीं था एकदम से, but because you guys said that your tests are starting from 24th, that's why we made sure that before that we have to finish this, and that's why we are here. अपने चैनल होने का यही फायदा है, जल्दी से चीजें हो जाती हैं. अपना मतलब किसका अपना? तुम्हारा अपना चैनल, इसीलिए बोल रहा हूँ सब्सक्राइब करो ताकि बता पाओ क्या चाहिए तुमको, राइट? वेरी गुड. इट्स ओके प्रिया, few of you got your exams over, that's right. सबके साथ हम sync नहीं कर पाए. All right. What do we have? Can we end the poll? Can we end the poll? आंसर करेक्ट आ गया ना, मजा आ जाएगा. What do we have? Option B 77%. अरे जियो, वेरी गुड. Option B is 77%. Nice. देखो, I always explain this कि this is what? Water and this is what? Vapor. If you give heat to water, right? If you give heat, you can do either boiling or evaporation. It will convert to vapor, means you are giving the heat. Water molecules पहले आसपास थे. When you give them heat, they get energy, then they push each other and then they move out. Vapor को if you convert in water, you have to take the heat from it, right? When the vapor releases heat, it converts back to water. All those energetic molecules of vapor, है ना, हवा में मस्त घूम रहे थे. But when you take their energy or when they release the energy, they will become slow, sluggish. जब थक जाते हो, क्या करते हो? चुपचाप जाके लेट नहीं जाते हो. And when you have energy, you run here and there, right? Similar thing happens with the vapor molecules. Vapor molecules जब थक जाते हैं, when they release energy, they just come close to each other and become water. Simple, ठीक है ना? Easy question था. Nice यार, I'm happy. Option B is the correct answer. बढ़िया एकदम. Yes. अरे वाह. Thank you, Neema. All right, come on. Question number 8. Question number 8. Last 3 questions there. Come on, let's do it. Question number 8. This is also a good question, and there are 2 ways. One is थोड़ा सा formula वाला method, but one is common sense. Use that. A faulty thermometer reads freezing point and boiling point of a liquid is -5 degrees Celsius and 95 degrees Celsius, respectively on Celsius scale. What is the correct value of temperature when it reads 60 degrees Celsius on faulty thermometer? We have 4 options, है ना? We have 4 options in front of you right now. Try this question because this is another question where if you use common sense, you will get the correct answer. And there are multiple ways to solve this. I will show you the hard way also, a formula based way. लेकिन I don't prefer that for this question particularly. Yes. बहुत गर्मी और हीट चैप्टर पढ़ रहे हैं हम लोग. हाँ, ये तो है रात में. बैंगलोर में पता ठंडी हो रही है लेकिन. Yes. No, we are just talking about heat. That's okay. Difficult, slightly difficult. See, if you find it difficult, not a problem. That's why I'm here. I'm glad you find it difficult. अगर तुम difficult नहीं बोलोगे तो मेरा क्या काम है? Yes, है ना? Only 5% correct. Please, DD, हाँ? D है. मंजीत, यार अब लीक मत करवाओ तुम मेरे से, फिर तुम मेरे को बोलोगे. Yes, 65. You are saying B -5 हो रहा है. Easy peasy. My friend lives in Bangalore. All right. This is too easy, huh? Nice. I'm happy you're saying too easy. Okay. टाइमर को एंड कर देंगे. So let's end the timer. And let's end the poll also for this. Let's see. AD गेमिंग ऐसे नहीं बात बनेगी भाई. थोड़ा नंबर लाओ, थोड़ा कंपटीशन दो, तब बात बनेगी. Option B 55%. Option B is 55%. You know, I'm very happy. Without using the formula, you got the correct answer. भाई सिंपल सी बात है. पहले तो लॉजिक देखो. 0 डिग्री क्या होता है सर? फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट. 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस क्या होता है? बॉइलिंग पॉइंट, है ना? What is this thermometer showing you? ये फ्रीजिंग दिखा रहा है -5 डिग्री सेल्सियस और बॉइलिंग दिखा रहा है 95 डिग्री सेल्सियस. सर 5 कम दिखा रहा है ना ये. है ना? जहां पर 0 दिखाना चाहिए वहां पर -5 दिखा रहा है, जहां पर इसको 100 दिखाना चाहिए वहां पर 95 दिखा रहा है, बेसिकली 5 कम दिखा रहा है ये. सो इफ इट इज शोइंग 60 डिग्री, एक्चुअल में कितना होगा? 65. As simple as that, है ना? That's why 65 becomes the correct answer. And you know what? There is a formula also for this. इस 0 को बोलते हैं हम the lower value. 100 को बोलते हैं upper value. ठीक है? एक फॉर्मूला भी है, एक बड़ा सिंपल सा फॉर्मूला है, लेकिन I am happy that you'd solve this with logic. एक फॉर्मूला क्या बोलता है कि x minus lower value upon upper value minus lower value is equal to c minus 0 upon 100 minus 0. c minus 0 upon 100 minus 0. c was given to you as c was 60 degree Celsius. x minus lower value कितनी थी? माइनस में 5. अपर वैल्यू कितनी थी सर? 95. माइनस में lower value was -5 is equal to 60 minus 0 upon 100. So what do you get, sir? X plus 5 upon 100 is equal to x plus 5, huh? 60 minus 0 upon 100, right? कुछ गड़बड़ हुआ है क्या इसके अंदर? Yes, very good. This was a random guess. Yes. Should I like or subscribe? Anything you want. Correct? Very good यार. 98 in physics is good actually. ठीक है. 5 का difference आ रहा है, so that's why. Clear? Yeah, yes you can. It's okay. See, we have 2 more questions left here. Let's do it. Come on. 2 more questions. Easy question है. फटाफट. A marble tile would feel cold as compared to a wooden tile. Yes, this is अक्सा बच्चा -5 दिखा रहा था और 95 दिखा रहा था, 0 और 100 की जगह. So basically the thermometer was showing you 5 degree less. So whatever reading you are getting, you add 5 degree in that. That was the whole question. Question number 9. A marble tile would feel cold as compared to a wooden tile on a winter morning because the marble tile will do what? Think about it. A is a better conductor of heat than the wooden tile. B is polished while wooden tile is not polished. C reflects more heat than wooden tile, and D is poor conductor of heat than the wooden tile. Yes. अच्छा ये खुद से फील किया है. Nice. 7 out of 7. Very good. दीपक हाँ बच्चा बिल्कुल डाउट पूछो यार. Everybody come on, come on. See, we have a lot of shorts also on the channel. Why do you feel something cold? तुम्हें कोई चीज ठंडी क्यों लगती है और गर्म क्यों लगती है? इसका भी बड़ा सही रीजन है, and there is a nice short on the channel. I think. Why do we have ice cream in paper cups? Yes. Winter आएगी तो cold chapter पढ़ाएंगे हाँ. All right, come on, come on. देख see it. Timer is started. देखो गर्मियों में क्या होता है? If it's summer no, and चिलचिलाती धूप है आपके घर पे और मार्बल का फर्श है, and when you have to walk on that marble floor without your slippers, तब समझ में आता है ओह कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, राइट? यस. अरे वाह हार्दिक, वेरी गुड. डाउट? हाँ बिल्कुल पूछो आयुषी. ओह नाइस यार, स्मॉल डिजाइनर. आई होप इट वाज गुड. एवरीबॉडी लेट्स एंड द पोल प्लीज. यस लेट्स एंड द पोल. लेट्स सी व्हाट डू वी हैव. डाउट बिल्कुल पूछो यार. एवरीबॉडी देखो अगर डाउट आपके लाइव सेशन में नहीं हो पाते ना, यू ask in the comment section. Usually we reply. Option A is 43. 43. Very good. You're right. देखो marble tile क्या है? Why do you feel something as cold? When you touch, let's say, this pen, and this pen is taking heat from your hand, you will feel cold. If your hand takes heat from the pen, this pen will feel hot. कोई चीज ठंडी क्यों लगती है? क्योंकि आपके हाथ से हीट निकल रही है उसके अंदर. एंड व्हेन डू यू फील समथिंग इज हॉट? इफ हीट फ्रॉम दैट बॉडी इज कमिंग इनटू योर हैंड. ओके, इसके लिए दैट बॉडी शुड बी एबल टू ट्रांसफर द हीट. दैट बॉडी शुड बी अ कंडक्टर, एंड दैट्स द मेन रीजन. Conductors allow heat to pass through them easily, and marble is a better conductor of heat than the wooden tile. इसीलिए marble को आप when you touch, right? When you touch the marble, in winters, what will happen? Marble will take the heat from your hand because it's a conductor, it can conduct heat. लेकिन wood क्या करेगा? When you touch wood, wood बोलेगा I cannot take heat from you. I want but I cannot take because I am an insulator, right? So that's why. Clear एकदम? Yes? अरे वाह, nice. चलो, question number 10, last question एकदम. Very good. Question number 10, are you ready? Last question है. Shopkeepers selling ice blocks usually cover them with jute sacks. Explain why. Again, it's a very practical question. It's a very practical question because हम लोग जब गर्मियों में in summers when we go outside, आप जाओगे किस पे? You will go for sugarcane juice, you will go for any juices, you will go for बर्फ गोला, you will go for ice cream. वहाँ पर जो ice रखी रहती है, you might have seen they cover it in jute sacks, right? हाँ, very good. Can we have 4 options, please? Sorry, but we don't know option. Sorry. We don't want option. It's a subjective question, यार. Option क्यों चाहिए? Yes. Why? 9 out of 9. Please answer. It blocks the heat. Very good. Because jute captures the heat. Because jute captures air. Alright. Vinayak is saying jute is made up of fiber. Very good. Akshay is saying jute is a poor conductor. Nice. देखो, everything which has fibers. क्या होता है fibers में? Fibers have spaces in between them. Means air is trapped inside those fibers. और air क्या है? One of the best insulators if you think, it is air. Best insulators में air का नाम आता है, right? So, shopkeepers selling ice blocks usually cover them with jute sacks because jute has gaps in between where air gets trapped. And air is what? Air is a बढ़िया insulator. Insulator क्या करेगा? From the ice, the environment will not be able to take the heat. Or from the ice, the environment will not be able to give the heat. भाई ice को heat दोगे तो पिघल जाएगी. आपको क्या करना है? Ice को heat नहीं मिलनी चाहिए, right? So what this jute bag will do, it will cut the supply of heat from the environment to the ice. ये एक protective layer बना देगा, right? Insulators, because it is trapping the air, right? So that's why. इसीलिए हम बोलते हैं कि भाई why 2 blankets are better than 1 single blanket, why we have snow. All these questions are based on one simple reason, right? So jute sacks do not allow the heat from the atmosphere to reach the ice block, and that is why we have, and that is why, what do we have? And that is why we use jute sacks to cover the ice blocks, right? This was a subjective question. We have to write the answer in a similar manner. बिल्कुल. टेस्ट का लिंक आफ्टर दिस आई एम गोइंग टू पुट द टेस्ट लिंक इन द पिन कमेंट्स जस्ट द मोमेंट आई फिनिश दिस सेशन. आपको टेस्ट मिल जाएगा विद 15 क्वेश्चंस. यू हैव टू सॉल्व दोज क्वेश्चंस और एक ट्रस्ट मैं तुम पे करूंगा. आई विल हैव टू ट्रस्ट ऑल ऑफ यू दैट यू विल सॉल्व दोज क्वेश्चंस इन लेस देन 1 hour. 1 घंटे के अंदर वो 15 सवाल करने हैं भाई, ठीक है? ये नहीं कि सर 3 घंटा लगा दिया, 4 घंटा लगा दिया बुक से. दैट टेस्ट आई एम बिलीविंग यू दैट यू विल नॉट ओपन योर बुक, right? You will not take a lot of time. Put a timer of 1 hour and then solve that test. 15 questions we are going to give you after this session ends in the pinned comments for you to solve at your home. And this is how we are making sure your periodic test preparation is top notch. Yes, right? बिल्कुल. इसके बाद आपको मिलेगा एक टेस्ट जो आप घर पे बैठे सॉल्व करोगे और उसके बाद टॉप परफॉर्मर्स के नाम चैनल पे कम्युनिटी पोस्ट पे डाले जाएंगे. So it's an opportunity to show off to your friends. Kids, the reason we are doing this test preparation this week is because आपकी तैयारी टाइम से हो पाए. I know few of you have already given your test, but अभी भी बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं जिनके टेस्ट बचे हुए हैं. That's why this is done just for you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because छोटे चैनल का ना ये फायदा होता है, काम जल्दी हो जाते हैं, राइट? बहुत ज़्यादा लूप्स नहीं होते. सो एवरीबॉडी सब्सक्राइब राइट नाउ, लाइक दिस वीडियो इफ यू बिलीव व्हाटएवर वी डिड टुडे वाज हेल्पफुल फॉर यू, एंड इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट आस्क मी इन द कमेंट सेक्शन, विल रिप्लाई यू बैक. और कमेंट सेक्शन का ध्यान रखना, अगले 5 मिनट में यू विल हैव द टेस्ट इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. सी यू, टेक केयर, एंड बेस्ट कंडक्टर्स आर मोस्टली मेटल्स, राइट? सी यू, टेक केयर, एंड बाय बाय.